Welcome everybody to the Legendary Tales. I'm sorry we didn't get going as fast as we normally do. Jenkins. What happened last time? Gareth almost died. Or excuse me, Elgar almost died. Moxie almost died.
But it didn't.
Oh, yeah. And then she tried to kill herself by swimming in the ocean with a 25-foot creature.
That could have been a cat, and that could have been your best friend.
Cats also can eat you.
That's true,
Yeah,
actually.
but this one wouldn't, because we'd be best friends, duh. I'm still mad that Gareth didn't name his dog King Flippy Nips.
No, you wanted to call it the Rick and Morty name.
What?
What was it? You said a character from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, King Flippy Nips.
We should
He's
Was
the
it that?
king. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the ruler of Pluto.
Yep.
And his son is Scroopy Noopers.
Yep.
Yeah, Scroopy Noobus was the one that you wanted last time.
No, that was a different one. That was a different cat that was going to be named Scroopy Noopers. And then he ran away.
Okay, let's talk about the plot.
So, yeah, Cultus, boat. We own a boat now, apparently. We have commandeered a boat. We are now
You
pirates.
do have a boat. If you want to be
Yeah.
pirates, you can, but
Oh, shit. Side quest. Who's got the sea shanties?
So we basically interrogated that dude and saved his son after killing him, and then
Oh, we were going back to McNomies, right?
you were supposed to be going back to McNomies because
yeah.
you saved both the son and the father from.
Is it bad my Catholic self? Here's the Father,
the
Son,
Holy
like,
Ghost.
and the Holy Spirit.
And to you as well, or what is it?
And
with
also
your
with
spirit.
you.
And also with
oh,
you.
Spirit.
It's in with your
I
spirit.
know, they
You're
changed
clearly
it. They changed that shit.
They changed it like 5 years ago.
I
Every time
know,
my parents are near me, I'm like, oh shit.
I still get tripped up if I have to go to Mass. Yeah, so we gotta go back to McNomies. We get a little place to stay. What's going on with this black velvet there, Mr. DM? Is it still spreading?
It is nighttime, so it is spreading. It's just
Oh, is that
very,
important that it's
very
nighttime?
slowly. Well, the last time you saw it, you saw that a light source prevented it from moving.
Ah, okay.
This was 1 square large last time, so considering it's been about a week, it's not spreading very quickly.
Should we just light the dock on fire?
All right, okay. I fireball the dock.
Wait, can we get off the dock first?
I'm on the boat.
Okay, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna use my strong strength to climb up this little webbing like a child at a McDonald's plate.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my nimble little fingers to climb up this webbing like a child at a McDonald's play.
Elgar, why is your health full right now?
That's what
I
I'm
don't know. I didn't change anything.
He's trying to grief. He's just coming in
We
here.
did try to heal. I know he got healed. For a certain amount. I don't know why he's full, though.
Not that much.
Let's scroll up. Let's see what the heal is
That's what
for.
I'm looking at right now to see if the last time he got healed.
There's a 5 heal from Cure Wounds. There's like a potion or something, wasn't there? I think she gave him a potion underwater.
Oh, that is true, but where it would be a bunch of D4s.
I feel like I got 12. 12 is like a number I remember.
Yeah, something
we
around
rolled-
there.
We
It
rolled
was, like,
for a
below
little
10s.
bit of loot.
Spare the dying 9.
Nine.
Nine.
She spared. Wait, no. Oh, the spare the dying was yes for you, and then the second spare the dying was for.
Let's just put him at like 5 HP or something
Yeah, let's go.
for cheating, for trying to get past it.
I didn't do it.
1
I promise.
HP.
I faint. I pass out.
Somebody get the smelling salts. Oh, that's me. Go
like
waft
smelling
under my lady's nose over there.
Gareth, would you like to join us on the dock before we set the dock on fire to see if we can stop the black?
I failed. The boat isn't ours. I failed last time to find any
He did.
documentation
There's
to try and.
He could not find the documentation to try and steal the boat.
Well, guess we're
now-
just gonna
now
have
it's
to
an-
light it on fire.
Now it's a new day. I want to, have a search again. My mind is fresh. I want to investigate the boat one more time.
You mean literally like 5 minutes after you attempted to search last time?
Yes. Will you allow it?
I will allow it at disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna get off the boat and follow the party.
I fireball the dock.
Can you fire bolt the dock instead?
I don't know if he has Firebolt. Does he have Firebolt as a
No,
spell?
I only,
Moxie does.
I only have spells that hurt my health.
that are massive.
Yeah.
Can someone
I
just
can
throw a little
firebolt it.
fire? Someone throw a little fire into the black and see what happens.
The dock can have little of fire as a treat.
That's a treat.
So you chuck your little potion into the
My little Molotov.
yeah. So that's how I see. Well, no, I don't see it as a Molotov. I see it as like a little impact grenade, essentially.
Oh, it's supposed to be like a little like failed potion with a little rag sticking out of it.
Oh, then it's a little Molotov. It's a baby Molotov.
We just start screaming anarchy.
So you chuck
do it.
your potion into the black mold, and it explodes, and the liquid fire spreads all over it for about a second, and then is immediately devoured. All of your fuel has been devoured.
So it's time to throw it on the dock itself and not the black.
I fireball the dock.
Guys, do we really want this black shit getting in the ocean? Think of the little fishes.
I thought of them. I fireball the dock.
All right.
Are you actually casting fireball on the dock?
Can you,
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm
get in
gonna
trouble.
take some more
We're gonna get in
steps
trouble.
back and start going home whistling. Doot 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 doot.
guys, we're not gonna be able to come back to half home again if we fireball the dock.
We can never come back to home.
You mean
Did
half-
anything happen last time I raided some when we were underground? I raided sunbolted it and nothing happened.
Well, that's
Fuck it, let's
radiant.
try
That's
again.
radiant
But-
damage.
So it doesn't count as like light.
No, it's just radiant damage. So it's basically light. Yes.
Okay, I'll cast light on it.
It.
You touch one object.
What are
Oh,
you touching?
shit.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Okay, I'm gonna touch a fish, one of these fish over here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna chuck the fish over here, but not into the velvet. Shut up, Elgar. I'm testing. I'm a scientist.
As soon as you throw the fish with the light cast on it, there is a moment that you see the mold sort of shimmers for a second and then goes immediately still and looks just like. Have you seen Vanta Black?
No.
Vanta, just Google it. It's black so dark that it absorbs like 99.9% of the light that goes into it. So it sort of looks like a black hole.
Oh, I see.
It's extremely dark. Instead of being a little bit shimmery and a little bit shiny, the mold itself just becomes completely inert.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
How many,
we're
how
good,
many
guys.
fish can you touch?
I can touch a lot of fish right now.
Make a circle of light fish.
I could just stay here and just make light fish for every hour, on the hour.
Wait,
We
if
should
you-
probably go and tell someone, right? Like maybe there's someone, some municipality that we could go talk to, and
Or we can nuke the dock. Either option
Well-
works.
What was a little goblin gnome? What was her name again? Joanna or something?
Goblins
Maybe
and
that-
gnomes are very different, by the way.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. I just can't remember.
Do you know the difference, Jenkins? Or
Yeah,
Elficus?
I know somebody who knows the difference.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason I know.
Goblins live in caves and
I think
gnomes
it
live
was.
in
I
the
think it
garden.
was Yona.
Goblins do not live in caves.
I think it was
Some
Yona
gob-
or
Some
Rona.
goblins live under bridges.
Trolls
Those are
live under
trolls.
bridges.
Some goblins live under bridges.
You're not.
But gnomes
How would you
live in
know that? How would you
gardens,
know
we
that?
agree.
You're not a goblin.
Some goblins live under bridges. Okay.
Okay, Devin, what's my character's knowledge of like police type equivalents in society? Is there somebody we should talk to? Like, what kind of person would we talk to in a situation?
There would be
like
a
this?
port authority nearby, specifically for this port, because even though it is just a lake that you're on, it does have there's a lot of river boats that travel between areas as well.
I would like to search out the port authority.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check at advantage.
I know where they are.
Don't have my character sheet ready. One.
oh my god,
One job. You had one job.
Extremely perceptive today.
Whoa, what the heck? Just down the road, not specifically on the port itself, but there's a small hut that is labeled as being the port authority. There's a small light shimmering from inside.
Is this hut small because everyone in Hafkin is small?
You could assume that, actually. That would be a pretty firm assumption.
Then I do assume that. Okay, guys, let's go tell some people that there's some evil shit on the bridge, and then we can just get out of here and go back to that bar that we need to go to.
McNomies.
McNomies. Sound good? Look, we tried to stop this. We even threw a light fish at it. It's not working. We need more.
We need more light fish.
Yeah, we need someone
Alright.
whose full-time job is to make light fish.
Let's go tell the proper authorities.
Which direction is it?
The port authority is directly south of where you are. We're gonna go back to
Perfect.
the big map because
Follow me, guys.
I'm gonna
One
follow
square
them.
at a time.
I'm gonna look back over my shoulder
okay.
at the black velvet, which I really don't like.
Well, nobody likes the black velvet.
No, but I really don't like it. I'm gonna radiant sunbolt.
Why did you turn this into a poll, Jenkins?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Wait,
Yeah,
what's a
you're-
pole?
His tweet is a poll.
Oh dear.
Retweet it.
You fire your radiant sunbolt at it, and it stays that black absorbing hole essentially in the universe.
Gary V.
Who
Yeah,
did,
my friend Garrett.
who did you
Gareth.
tweet at this time?
The 5 times New York Times bestseller, who's
Well-
also a diehard New York Jets fan.
Vote on
Where's-
my vote on my poll.
Where's the turkey purge?
Sadie Lady's response to your tweet is fantastic.
Turkey Purge. I forgot to invite Turkey Purge.
What's wrong with you?
Oh.
Wow. This is brilliant.
So are we at the small house now?
You are at the
Small.
small house.
I would like to see if it is open. Peering through windows, but not in a creepy.
Are you gonna
Check
try
it
and do
to
it
see if there's
stealthily,
an
or are you just
You're
like?
a giant half orc. How are you creeping and not in a creepy way?
I just don't. I'm not gonna like sneakily. I'm gonna like I'm right in the middle of the window like.
That's even worse
looking inside the window.
somehow.
You,
These little gnomes doing their thing. They just look up and you're just through the window.
you look in the window, and there's a small, older-looking gnome. He's bald. He has a large white beard, and he's dressed in some tatty overalls.
Mogamac's gonna fucking kill him when he looks up and sees him in the thing. He's gonna have a heart attack.
The window is like crotch height on an orc.
I'm gonna gently make scratching noises on the window.
So creepy.
How long are your fingernails actually?
Give him a
Mogamak?
smile, like kind of creepy.
All right, geez.
The call is
Let me-
coming from inside the house.
He's got like witch fingernails, like 6 inch long, 6 inch long like talons, basically.
Roll for heart attack.
I did roll for heart attack, and he
Holy
passed.
shit.
He did not fail his heart attack roll.
Good.
He sort of jolts awake because he was very clearly asleep, and he turns over to you, and he's like, "Oh." And he gets up and he grabs his little cane that he has. When I say little cane, I mean little. He waddles over to the door and he opens it. This gnome, the building is built big enough to have you guys in it, but it's going to be a little bit. If there's more than like 2 of you, it's not going to be a good time. He opens the door and he says, "How may I help you?"
There's some evil black thing over on the dock right now. We threw a magic fish at it, but we don't really know what else to do, and you should probably tell some.
What?
All right, I'll say it again. There's an evil black velvet growing on the dock.
It's like
Cause-
it's
like-
Fanta Black.
Yes, some cultists came by and they casted a weird spell and they created this evil black stuff. And we found that if you throw that light stops it from expanding. And I'm just a little bit worried that all of Hafkin will be covered in it, so you guys might want to look
Fish.
into it.
Fish light. fish
light
lights.
helps.
We don't know if it's light or fish light. So
No,
use fish.
we do know it's light. We do know it's
I
light.
wasn't finished. So make sure to use fish. Okay, I'm finished now.
Fish
we
light,
definitely-
not fleshlight, right, Jenkins? Fish
No,
light.
you don't use the fleshlight for. You don't use the fleshlight for that. When I ordered that, I was very confused. It's not It's not a flashlight.
Okay, thank you.
Anyways, we know that it's light. It's not fish. Don't listen to our little friend here. He hasn't been the same after the incident.
I can imagine he is blue. So, you say that there's something on the dock that I need to take care of.
Don't touch it. It will kill you.
Duly noted.
Don't let anyone touch it. In fact, you might just want to quarantine this whole area until you take care of it.
And it's totally not our fault, by the way.
Yes.
And he sort of waddles outside. He says, "Thank you. I will let the authorities know."
Okay, great. Have a good day. And then I will walk away.
Okay.
I want to talk to him a little bit more. Sorry, we lost the paperwork for our ship out there. I don't know where we left it, but that boat it's ours. We came in on it, obviously, and I just wanted to know if you could, find the relevant paperwork.
Well, first of all, what's the name of the ship?
The SS Fairweather.
Make a deception check.
Ooh, baby. Are we getting a boat?
No, I tried.
I know all the ships that come in and out of here, and there's no SS Fairweather.
It's called the. It's called the Prickly Princess.
Roll for deception.
Oh, okay. Even though he knows all of the.
Maybe you can convince him. Oh!
I know that.
That technically should be a disadvantage because he already caught a lie from the beginning.
Okay.
That does make sense.
Well, let me roll again though. This is my specialty.
Come on.
Oh my god!
Ah, we got a boat. We're boat owners now, bitches.
I will look into
rolled-
your inquiry. What is your information? Go ahead and fill out. And he walks back into the port authority and he pulls out a little clipboard, and he hands it to you.
That's Elgar's specialty. Paperwork.
No, Jenkins, you're in charge of the boat, man. That's your boat, dude.
Can
Yeah,
you
that's my
can you
specialty.
write? Can you write, Elficus?
I can. Yes. I'm very well I'm well educated, elf.
Are you sure?
Yes. I know Draconic.
You know how to speak it.
I can write it. I'm well.
Tell you what, you say the words, Alphacus, and I'll write it down.
Okay. I hereby decree that this boat ours.
That's not. Oh no. Jenkins, have you
And
never
what's the
filled
name?
out paperwork?
I mean, I just signed at the bottom, man. Wherever my
You
dad tells
don't
me to
write
sign.
that on your if they can't do a piece of paperwork, you don't just write "I declare."
Yes,
or "I
you
declare."
can. If it's written down, that makes it true.
I declare bankruptcy.
So, you fill out the paperwork. It's fairly simplistic about title inquiries and things like that. And as soon as you finish filling out the paperwork, you hand it back to him. He says, "Okay, I'll send this inquiry to the capital right away."
Okay.
Okay. You guys
Great.
done?
And
Yeah,
we'll-
Sure, the
let's
Velvet
go.
doesn't-
so where are you guys going now?
McNomies.
And as
And
we walk
resting.
away, I'm gonna be like, man, I sure hope they don't put those dead bodies under your name as well.
Right.
The boat is
I
covered in dead bodies.
I hope that. as
Scorched
well.
dead bodies.
We should have thrown them into the black velvet.
Do we want to go? Did the fish cat thing go away? Did it leave?
As far as you
Yes,
know,
it
yeah.
left.
Okay.
Why were you gonna feed the bodies to the cat?
Yeah. Chum in the water.
Oh,
Let's
that's
get-
actually
let's-
a good idea.
Let's get Mock your pet.
Is anybody paying attention to that boat area yet? Or are they busy doing paperwork?
I mean, I guess we're still pretty close to the boat area, right? Look, if you guys want to go back and throw bodies in the darkness, I won't stop you.
I think we should go back and see if we can catch a catfish.
So you're gonna go back and throw the bodies into the water?
Yeah.
Maybe leave the cultist ones there, though.
So that way people know the cultists were involved. That's not a bad idea.
But definitely dispose of those other people that Jenkins murdered for no reason. Was it Jenkins? No,
Did we loot the bodies?
Gareth.
Yes, you
Who,
did
who,
loot the bodies.
who murdered all those people with that fireball?
It was Gareth.
It was not. I was underwater dying.
Gareth fireballed them.
It was definitely not him.
I might have done that.
Yeah, I think everyone's. What
Desperate
happened to?
times calls for desperate measures. You know, I'm a Slytherin. You know, you do what you got to do to get the job done.
Is Linnea Slytherin though?
I don't know. It's a good question. Probably Ravenclaw, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go throw
Gareth
some
is-
bodies in the water and see
or
what I can catch.
Elgar's a Hufflepuff for sure.
He's such a Hufflepuff. Oh yeah, I guess we have all four of the houses, right? Because Jacob's
I-
Creek is
I'd
definitely
be-
Slytherin.
Harry
No,
Potter.
Mogaback is a Slytherin. I think Elphicus is absolutely just not involved in the magic of the magic
No,
universe.
I'm Gryffindor. I'm Gryffindor.
He's a house elf.
I'm Harry Potter Hermione.
Is Dobby free?
Free Dobby.
No, dude, that doesn't make.
Master gave Dobby a suck!
Make that reference.
Yes. Fabulous.
Okay.
Dobby
Okay,
can't
let's
cast
go check
fireball.
some bodies in the water. See what we can find.
Okay. You guys head over, and you're actually a little bit faster than the Port Authority guy. You're able to make it over there. The light fish is still lighting things.
Thank God.
And you're throwing the non-cultists into the water, correct?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Everybody?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure glad Elgar is here with me throwing these bodies in the water.
You guys begin to throw the bodies into the water. And you guys pick up the third eye, the guy with the third purple eyeball, when it manifested, right? And you pick him up.
Wait, can I collect the eyeball?
You're gonna cut it out of his head?
Yeah, I want it for a potion.
Sure.
God.
As soon as you pick him up, you realize that he's much heavier than he looks.
Oh, now he's lighter without the eyeball.
Make a medicine check to see if you can do it properly.
Oh, baby, I got this.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm gonna scooping out eyeballs. What can I say? Real question is, who's gonna end up drinking that potion?
Probably Elphicus, let's be real. Or Hannibal Maze when he comes back.
Ooh.
You guys pick up the lead cultist, and he's really heavy.
Okay.
I mean, we're not touching the cultist bodies too much. We'll just move them. I don't know. Is he warforged or something like that?
No,
Why is he heavy? Can we perceive?
But he is on the boat. I was assuming that you'd want to remove him from the boat.
Can we investigate why he's so heavy?
Sure.
Nope, that's medicine. Whoops. Nope. I don't know. I'm a doctor, but not that good of a doctor, apparently.
Should
Anybody
say,
else?
like,
It's actually fairly simple to do
Flopper.
it. You
Big
remove his
bone
robe.
these days.
You remove his robe, and he's not wearing a shirt. And on his back, there are 4 6-foot-long tentacles.
Oh, I wanna collect those
coming
too.
out of his back.
Wait, I exploded this guy.
You hit him a bunch of times.
I
I've
exploded.
collected some tentacles.
Okay.
What's with your 24, 21, 24? Master of
scientist.
medicine, Moxie.
She's a
a
master.
scientist,
She's a master
alright?
of medicine, just not perceiving things.
Yeah. But when it comes to science, I got that shit. Also,
This
I
is some
figured.
like beast with a billion backs kind of stuff. Tentacles coming out of people. Getting spooky.
What are you guys doing?
Did anything happen when we threw the bodies over? Did the
No,
the creature come back? No.
not yet.
Butts.
How many more bodies are there? We threw the 2 gnome guys in, and then there's like 6 cultists or something, right?
2 gnomes.
There was 6 cultists total. 2 of them survived because you sent them back. So
Mhm.
there are 4
But
more, or
his
3
son-
more, 3 more bodies. There are 3
They
more
weren't
cultist
gnomes.
bodies.
I think we threw some gnome bodies in the water.
Yeah,
there's
the
there's a
two
problem.
the 2 gnomes with the boat.
Ah.
Oh, those 2 gnomes. Okay.
Do you want to throw some fish in the water? Do you want to
Why
cut?
don't we just leave? Bodies are in the water. We can go now. It's time.
Let's sleep on the boat.
Can we leave?
A
What
slumber
about that
party.
velvet shit? You gonna wake up every hour and make another light?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't trust you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I was
Let's
lying.
leave. Let's
Let's
go
go.
to the. Let's go. We are leaving. Let's go. I'm gonna take everybody by the hand up the silken rope or whatever, and then get the hell out of there. Let's go to McNomi.
All right, you're able to climb up the little netting, and you get up there and make your way to McNomi's. McNomi's is currently not open because it's midnight.
Yeah, but we can sleep there, right? Because the guy said we
He
could.
did say you could.
Do
So
they have
let's
a
go-
drive-through? Drive-throughs are sometimes open 24/7.
Is there a window on McNomi's?
There are a couple windows, yes.
I'm gonna
Not
go
this
lightly
again.
scratch in a creepy way. And look inside.
You look inside the front, and it's the McNomi father, the daughter that requested your help initially, and then the son is unconscious, sitting in a chair next to them, and they're having a conversation.
I'm gonna scratch a little louder until they can hear me.
All right.
Can you
let's-
meow or something?
Let's do a heart attack roll. Oh, that's a natural 1 on a heart attack roll.
Oh shit! Did you just kill our host family?
I'm just trying to get their attention.
They both didn't have a heart attack, right?
Without
Just one of them
startling
needs
them.
to survive.
It's okay. I know medicine. I can save them.
Create
As soon
problems that
as
are
soon as
reasons-
you start scratching, the dad looks over and goes, and he literally grabs his chest and falls out of the chair. You're the only one that can see this, Mogamak. What are you doing?
What happened?
I'll be like, hey, Linnea, are you good with heart attacks?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Just looks like they're in trouble in there. Did you cast a spell, Alphicus?
No, did make anybody shit themselves today? I
I'm
don't think I
gonna,
can
like-
do heart attacks.
I'm gonna like crouch down to. Well, I don't really. I guess I do have to crouch down a little bit, and I'm gonna like knock on and be like, "Do you need a doctor?"
And
All right, I'm just gonna chaos bolt the window so we can get in there real quick.
No,
No,
the
no.
daughter yells at you. She says, "The door's open. Just come inside."
All right,
Like,
I'm gonna go rush
check the door.
in, and I'm gonna medicine their poor father.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I told you, I'm a good doctor.
You don't have to make a death saving throw, Alphicus.
I'm trying to save him.
From the chaos bolt he just cast.
No, that was to get us in the window, dude. I'm trying.
You
to
get
help
in
this
there
guy.
and you're pressing on him, and
Giving him the,
yep,
CPR and whatnot, starting up that heart again.
You're able to stop him
Pulling some
from
adrenaline out of my bag, stabbing him in the center.
EpiPen, you know.
EpiPen? That's an allergic reaction, sir. That is not
You
what's
can
happening.
like-
still do. There's a lot of. It's still epinephrine.
Yeah, I mean-
It's still.
It's like that scene from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. That's me.
You get inside and you're able to bring him back from the brink of death that Mogamak pushed him into.
Excuse me?
You're
I'm
horrible.
gonna ask him,
Mogamak.
what happened? What caused this heart attack? Are you okay?
He just looks at you.
Do you have
and
high cholesterol?
his eyes roll up and he just points at Mogamak as he passes out.
All right, I want to turn to Mogamak and just give him a look like, come on, dude.
I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
scratching on windows.
In the dead of night. That's a giant half work. All right, I want to ask, like, we were told that we could stay here for the night. Is that still an offer that's on the table since Mogamak almost killed your family member?
The
Nice.
daughter walks over to you and embraces you and says, "You saved my family from this dangerous cult. As far as I'm concerned, we owe you more than anything. Please, there's a couple rooms upstairs. I have 3 rooms available."
All right.
Fuck's sake, really?
He looks right at Gareth.
I will stay with Elgar.
I knew. As soon as he said a couple of rooms, I was like, oh, I see where this is going.
I get naked.
I resist.
Nobody wants to stay with Linnea others because she's gonna scrape them for potions.
And you're gonna scratch on the door.
We have fun. I'm
Can
glad.
we ask him if they know anything about the Black Velvet?
What do you mean? I don't know. And my brother is very clearly passed out from somebody hitting him very hard, apparently. And my dad just had a heart attack, so I don't have any information whatsoever.
God, Mogamak almost killed her entire family.
Me? I
In
did nothing
multiple
in that
sittings.
combat. What
You
are you talking
beat him up. You beat up her brother, and then you gave her dad a heart attack.
I didn't beat up her brother.
Pretty
I don't-
sure Mogamak was
Did I?
beating us up that entire
Hey,
time.
I
that's
did
actually
almost
true.
nothing in that combat. I literally.
Oh,
did
is it
almost nothing.
Elgar? Was it Elgar who
It
beat
was
him up?
definitely-
Elgar
definitely
was
Elgar.
wrecking people, and then you
Was
got
it
fireball. Shut up, Jenkins. You literally cast fireball.
Did I
Was
do
it
that?
Fireball?
I thought
Yes.
it was Lanaya.
No,
It
you
probably was
you
you.
fireballed everybody.
I thought I CC'd all of them, and then Elgar walked in and started fucking wailing his fists around.
I
slapping
didn't
me.
walk in. I was already in. I
That's
Cartwheeled
infiltrated.
in?
Linnea rolled 10d6 up above, so I think it was her.
Oh, that's right, Linnea.
Why does everybody keep blaming me for everything? I haven't done
These
anything.
accusations are being thrown out. Now you know how I feel.
Fucked up.
Oh, you're gonna get us killed, Elphagus. I'm gonna walk in and fucking fight 10 people. Good one, Elgar. I'm gonna fireball my entire team. Good one, fucking whatever the hell, Linnea.
He almost
You're a
said
bad
it right.
influence.
He almost said it right
Stupid
that
fish
time.
person.
Almost.
You guys wanna go to
Anyways,
bed?
yes, I would like to go to bed. I also want to restore my stock of potions and maybe make one new one since I can have one per day.
Sure.
So does she know anything about the seed? Or the seeds?
No, she's not a cultist.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep very soundly because I have a lot of damage to heal.
Do we still have seeds?
Yes, I have a
Who,
seed
who's
crystal.
holding?
I have
You have
one.
one?
I think Elphicus has 2.
No, I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
There should be a whole bunch of them. I know why I don't have any, because I didn't wear gloves. But there should be like a whole bunch floating.
I need to go shopping, guys. Let's go sleep. Gotta wake up
ready.
and go shopping tomorrow.
All right,
Very,
well,
I'm very sleepy.
everybody go to bed. I'll see you
Wait.
tomorrow.
Do we level up?
No.
Oh.
Any-
Should I level up?
Are you level 6 yet?
Yeah.
Then no.
Can I buy levels?
No.
Home of experience.
What if I pay you US dollars?
Pay to win. Unlock
Can I pay
levels.
my DM for levels?
Pay DM $50 if you get a level.
Yeah.
If that's how it worked, I would be a rich man.
Microtransactions, dude. You gotta introduce some of those.
Oh, what if people in chat can donate money to feed us experience?
Oh,
Yo.
I might make a thing. I'd be down to make a thing that lets Twitch do some fun stuff, maybe.
Make me a grenade launcher, Twitch. Make me a grenade launcher. That's the only way I'm getting one.
All right. How was my pre-sleep urination? Was it good? Want me to-
You're what?
I rolled an 18. I went to the bathroom before I went to bed. How did it? That was a good.
It was good. It was a good time.
Wait, are we rolling the poop?
Can
Do
you-
we
There,
have to
there were
roll the
no
poop?
there were no complications. No,
Can you
Mogamak's the only one with
describe-
digestive issues. So
What
Oh,
does
okay.
it
Well-
smell like? Was he hydrated? Does he
I
have a
didn't
lot of
smell,
vitamin
you know.
D?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm usually standing very far away from where my piss lands on the ground. So I,
Well, I'm usually standing on the toilet squatting, so it's-
I believe that.
probably naked.
but
Let's be real
It
here.
was let's
Wait.
say I filled that hole in the ground real like it's really
How are the toilets here? They're built for halflings, right? They're small.
It's like when you go to the elementary school and you have
Yeah.
to use the toilets and they're like tiny. These are tiny, tiny
But
baby
actually, more than likely, this town has a lot of travelers that come through. So it's probably a large thing, but has a toilet seat that comes down specifically for the smaller people.
How does that even
Oh.
work?
Oh, turtle taco! Give me your grenade launcher.
Shit! Turtle Taco, what have you done?
Let's go, Devin.
All right. That's one step toward the grenade launcher. You successfully have a trigger for a grenade launcher. Maybe, if I decide that's what it is.
I have a trigger. Okay,
Turtle Taco.
let's go, guys.
Damn it, dude.
You found a stick.
a piece of grass.
Congratulations.
Well, that's one component.
I'm gonna blow up some gnomes.
I'm going to heal myself.
Well, obviously, you guys are full resting.
I've made a potion out of the eyeball, as well as my usual batches.
So, oh yeah, are you doing
Like-
tentacle potion as well, or no?
I thought I could only do one.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. You can only
specific-
do one specific. We decided you can only do one specific potion per night.
long.
And then you're gonna roll for. Roll for your healing potions, or is it your random potions that you're healing?
My random potions. I get 4 healing potions per long rest, and then I have wacky potions. What do I roll for wacky potions?
I don't remember. I think it was 2d4 or something.
2d4. We'll just go with that for now. 2d4.
Yeah, we'll figure that stuff out later. All of our homebrew stuff is sort of out of control at this point. So
I mean, I haven't used much of them recently anyway, so.
true.
So I've got 5 questionable potions, 4 healing potions, and 1 eyeball potion.
Oh. You can
Okay.
make 2 experimental elixirs at level 6, by the way.
2 experiments. So I
Yep.
could do the tentacles in 2?
Yep.
Puppy! Wait, no? So my experimentals, what does that mean then?
The standard experimental elixir. Did we change that to the other one, the new one, or?
We changed things around like completely because my potions aren't experimental in the way that they define
okay.
them.
Well, we'll have to. Then you get. I would say to add another d4 to your new experimental ones. Then, so do 3d4.
Okay, add 3. Okay, so 1 more d4. Oh shit! All right, well I'm getting the bad rolls out of the way. So I've got 6 experimentals, 4 healing. and
Oh,
1
by the
eyeball.
way, I don't know if you knew, but your alchemical savant thing increases. You have a +1. Wait. It's you get your intelligence bonus to all of your damage rolls that are acid, fire, necrotic, or poison.
Holy shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does that automatically come into play on my sheet?
Not in roll 20, but it should. It should on D&D Beyond.
So it's my what gets added? Which attribute? Intelligence.
Intelligence should be added
To
to
any-
acid, fire, necrotic, poison, and healing.
Cool.
So you're saying this whole time she should have been doing way bigger rolls for all those things? Or she
Uh,
had, like, 4 bonus.
Just additional 4 bonus damage on her fireball, on her firebolt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
And healing too,
huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, healing automatically if you do cure light wounds, and if you do cure wounds as a whole, it already does your spellcasting modifier.
though. Oh, okay.
Oh,
fine.
but you get it twice then.
Oh. Cool.
So you
All right, you guys
actually-
go out, take more damage.
You actually heal a lot more. Okay.
So I get very excited the next morning, and I tell all the guys, like, guys, I had a breakthrough last night. I can make better healing potions now.
Are you
Time
sure
to
they're
die.
healing potions?
I mean, I just pulled up a bag full of potions, and I'm like, some of these are healing. Some of them I don't know what they do. It'll be fun though.
is
So
this
we can
like
be
your-
more aggressive then, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any other kind of stuff that you can do? Is it just like potion?
I'm mostly a potions maker. There's other things that I could have spec'd into, but I don't have that skill tree, so to speak.
Also,
I could have
your-
gone into a battle mage.
Your tool
kinda
your tool proficiency is doubled for
Oh, nice.
any tools that you're proficient with.
Excellent.
Sorry, we'll go through that later. I'm not worried about it right now, but there's a lot of stuff I think that we missed with the artificer specifically.
Okay. Man, my medicine kits are gonna be even better now.
I
That's
need to
very
go
exciting.
shopping. I got some specific needs that I need to attend to, guys.
Okay, let me guess. It's a donkey.
Gunpowder.
I mean,
No.
Gunpowder.
Close. The donkey doesn't have humps. Let me tell you.
His lovely lady lumps.
Well, donkeys have those.
So you wake up the next morning. What are you guys doing this morning?
I'm gonna see if they have any watermelon flavored cereal.
It was a bad poop.
Ew.
It was not pleasant. It took a very long time.
What did it smell like?
It was
Was-
not good. It's
Probably
not like
poo,
that black
right?
velvet.
Was it squirting?
No.
No, it was probably
What?
like a combination of burnt hair and bacon.
A three's not diarrhea? Are you kidding me?
What
What's
if they're
diarrhea?
like rabbit pellets? Maybe he's pooping rabbit pellets.
Is diarrhea 20? Are you guys fucked up and you enjoy diarrhea?
You guys wake up. Are you going down to eat? Like, what's your deal?
I'm gonna go down to eat. I want
I'm gonna-
some cinnamon buns.
Food sounds good. Let's
Can
go
I-
see
can
who's
I-
down
what-
there.
Can I wake up in my bed and I look to my right and my left and see if Elgar's sleeping there?
I woke up 4 hours ago. To get
El-
the fuck away from me.
Elgar never slept to begin with because he doesn't have to.
So is it like he's watching him while he's sleeping?
No, Elgar's more than likely whittling.
I'm outside smoking and drinking tea.
I'm gonna go have a smoke with Elgar. Can I
You're
roll
gonna
for smoking? Can I
You're
roll
gonna
for
roll to
cancer?
smunk. You're gonna roll to smunk.
You
Come
have
on.
to roll to see how good your roll is.
Ooh. I'm just, standing outside, leaning up against the,
It was a good smoke.
watching the traffic, watching people walk.
No, I just mean you gotta make your own cigarettes, right? So you gotta roll to see
I use a pipe.
Roll.
paper rolling was.
Nice. It took me a second to get that one. That was good though.
How are you smoking, Jenkins? Do you have papers?
Elgar.
Do you have your own pipe?
Yeah, I rolled up that contract that you wrote,
Oh no.
and I just light the paper and smoke the paper.
No.
Yeah.
That one?
You
Yes,
still have inspiration. You have not used your inspiration yet.
Wait, did I not?
No, you did use it. I'm pretty sure you used it.
I'm pretty sure I used it like 2 days late.
Well,
I think he did use it.
I'm giving you another one because you wrote
There
that
we
out. I didn't expect that.
Yes, I used it to climb the pole when we were in the circus zoo
Oh,
place. I
wow.
climbed the
What
pole
what
and
a what a clutch moment to use an inspiration on.
It's his inspiration. He can use it however he likes.
I
Hell yeah.
right? So, Mogamak. Mogamak! What are you doing? Besides pooping.
Like to. Well, that's all done now.
Well, having diarrhea.
I'm gonna
That's
walk
disgusting.
downstairs and see who's in the common area of McNomies. See if I recognize anybody.
In the main area of McNomies, you see what appears to be a very hungover father and son combo.
Like the two that we saw on the pier last night.
Yes.
No, it's me and Elgar.
So I'm gonna walk up and approach behind them, and clasp them on the shoulder and say, but not. I won't hit the guy that almost died too hard, but the dad will be like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
You're
Roll for
walking
heart
right up
attack.
to him.
I'm sorry.
You're walking right up to them and saying that.
Yeah.
He startles for a second. He looks at you. He goes, "Oh, can you please go away? I'm sorry. I'm working. What do you want?"
What are you working on?
I'm working. I'm running a restaurant. What are you working on? Being huge and ugly?
Oh, this is your main job? I thought your main job was being a cultist. My bad. Sorry, I'll leave you alone.
Snide comment.
Yeah, and it begins.
And then I will leave him, and I will sit at a table and look around for someone to make eye contact with me. Therefore, I can order food, but in a polite way.
You have to get down on a low level to make eye contact with these people.
The daughter comes by and says, "Hi, good morning."
Can you give me like 2 of your normal size breakfasts?
Of course.
How much does
Where are
it
your
cost?
companions?
God, if I ever know.
Well, I'll just assume that they each want one as well.
Okay, that sounds good. They're all pretty small.
And don't worry about it. It's on the house.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And she walks back to the kitchen, and obviously puts in the order.
How many people are in the place right now?
Between 15 and 20. It's sort of fluctuating as people go in and out.
Can I look around? We're outside, right? Can I look around and see if there are any animals in the vicinity of Elgar and I?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
What shops did we have in the town again?
There's a blacksmith, a general store,
Potion place.
a potion place.
Alchemist place or whatever.
Yep. Is there something you're looking for specifically?
I want to get my weapon silvered.
Oh, okay.
Would that take time, or can I just like pay for it and like a couple of hours later it's done?
That would be it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I kind of want to go back to Joanna or whatever her name was with her granddad.
Yona, I think is Yona.
Yona, sure. Because I feel like she would know where I want to find this thing.
Let me check my messages with Zyori, and I can tell you.
What did you
I'll
say?
pop into the black.
Get your weapon silvered. What does that mean?
Like line it with silver for like werewolves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Haven't you played The Witcher? Come on, Purge.
I have not.
Oh wow, you should. It's great.
It's one of the best stories ever told in gaming.
I have metal mittens that my girl wears. It's fantastic, and I steal everyone's chicken sandwiches. That's
Okay.
why I play the game.
Wow.
Dude, as
Hey, man.
as we were watching the Witcher the show, every character that would come on the screen, Ellie would just be like, "I fucked that girl in the game." It's like, I fucked her. It's like, what the hell, man?
That's great.
She's just banging everybody.
Yona. Her name is Yona.
Yona. Okay. So yeah, I'll drop my weapon off at the blacksmith, and it's what 100 silver.
It is 100 silver, so 10. You can drop 10.
No, 100 gold. It's 100 gold.
It is Yep.
Talking about the Yikla or whatever.
Yukulwa. Yukulwa.
How did you even know you could do this as an option?
In the player handbook, I just noticed it myself. There's a section under equipment that says silvered weapons.
Yep,
Okay.
you can silver weapon. You could have your weapon enchanted if it's not enchanted already. For you, and generally speaking, silvering is very specifically something that involves creatures that are weak to silver specifically. Werewolves being one of them, but that also does fall into the idea that even magical weapons can damage most were creatures. So
Okay.
silvering is a poor man's option, where enchantment is not an option, sort of.
I can enchant items, can I? Or infuse them?
You can do your artificer infusions, but enchanting is a separate thing.
Oh, I thought it says I can touch a non-magical item.
Yeah, that's what your infusions are, enchantments that only you can do.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the artificer artificer infusions are a very specific set of infusions. Like making a crossbow not have a reloading property. That's a big one.
Okay.
Where normal enchantments don't have that. That's not a thing that normal enchanters can do, where artificers can do that specifically.
Cool.
So that's something that you and I are going to have to go over because you're missing out on quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think I've done some of those.
You haven't done any of them.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. We found out that my healing potions can be stronger, though.
That's what I was asking about earlier.
I don't fully understand some of this completely, so I will have to go over.
We'll
it,
go.
but
We'll go
it's
over
fine.
it. We could go over it at the break if you want. I could.
Whatever. At least you guys are alive. Keeping you alive. That's my job.
True. You're a best
All right.
sorcerer anyway. We don't need bonuses.
All right. I want to have my breakfast. I'm gonna go join Mogamak at the table.
You come down, and just as you come down, Linnea, the breakfast is brought out to you, and it's amazing. It's delicious.
What is
it's,
it?
It's a full breakfast, basically. Whatever you wanted is on there. It's sort of,
baby.
it's sort of like a buffet almost, just for you guys.
Dinosaur eggs, my favorite.
Gummy bears. Sounds great. Fantastic.
And you notice a very familiar cake.
Ooh, cake.
It's a honey cake.
Oh, it's the old man's cake.
It
The
is.
old man made the cake. Excellent. And it's made with Gareth's honey, I'm guessing.
It is.
Fantastic.
I actually have honey cake IRL right like right in front of me.
Well, I'm
Let's see
very
it.
jealous right now.
But don't dump it on your keyboard.
Show us the cake, Gareth, and no one gets hurt.
Oh.
That looked like you just put sauerkraut in your mouth.
Yeah,
I can't tell what that was.
It's like very
Okay.
shredded.
I mean, if
There's
you,
only a little bit left. There's
mean-
crumble.
I mean, if there's definitely something wrong with him if he's eating sauerkraut like that. Just
I'm
saying.
eating sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's delicious.
If you're gross.
Wow.
That's not that weird.
Sauerkraut's good.
I just
On
don't.
its own.
My mom likes sauerkraut. That's weird. I just don't like sauerkraut. So it's just me. Apparently. Alphicus, what are you doing this morning?
I'm googling skills that I can train in Dungeons and Dragons. Now I'm looking around to see if there are any dogs or cats that are just stray that I can tame.
Oh, cats. Cat watching.
You want to try and tame a cat? Are you proficient in animal handling?
I have a rod of rulership, Devin.
So you're
Whatever.
gonna force tame a cat.
Yes.
I'm gonna be so jealous. Holy shit.
There's a lot of easier ways to do that, but
Hey,
that's fine.
shut up. This is my way.
Okay.
Is this your perception roll for animals?
I already perceived. Yeah, that's my perceive roll.
There
It's
is.
17.
There is.
Okay, I'm gonna.
There is a pair of cats.
Oh
just
my god.
Sunbathing across the way. One of
Alright,
one of them is a tortoise shell, and the other is a orange tabby.
Orange tabby.
Hey, you be quiet. I'm taking the tortoiseshell cat. 1 sec. Let me see. Each target, each creature. I'm gonna tame both of them. And the cats have to roll a saving throw. A DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Are cats wise? What's a cat's wisdom on average?
They're quite wise.
Let's see. It is +1 actually. Cats have a 12 wisdom.
Damn.
Well,
almost my
a
wisdom.
4 and a 6. Okay, you now have rulership over 2 cats.
All right,
No, he's become the cat king.
I'm gonna get them to climb on my shoulders, on both my shoulders, like pauldrons. And I'm naked, so they're just digging their claws into my skin.
You're still
Stay
naked?
on there.
Why are you still naked?
Because I didn't get dressed yet. I didn't tell. I would have told you if I got dressed. It's important. I'm
Is
gonna
he
have
still blue?
He is still
Yes.
blue. He has not had the right spell cast on him to
I'm gonna have full cat armor eventually.
Wait a second.
Yes.
It says if harmed by you or your companions, isn't making them get on his shoulders while he's naked?
That is no,
Psychologically?
no. Cats don't mind.
How
wait, what
often are you
what
rubbing cats on your naked
Wait,
self?
are you commanding them to do something contrary to its nature?
No, that's not contrary to its nature. Cats like hanging out and cuddling and getting close to
Alright.
you and jabbing into your skin.
That's a good question though. Where's Skrillex?
God, I hope my cats eat the bird.
Skrillex. You mean skink?
Yeah, we've discussed. She has a nickname. Like we have become very close, so her name is now Skrillex. I would like to give her some of my breakfast, some of my gummy bears or whatnot.
As soon as you sit down for breakfast, Skink comes crawling out of your. I would assume you have a satchel with your alchemist
I have another
kit in
satchel.
it,
Yeah, I got
right?
a lady purse and then
Yeah,
I've got the
yeah.
bag of holding.
She crawls out of your satchel, and she just starts munching on whatever crumblies you got lying around.
Okay, I want to scratch under her beak and just be like, "Who's the best girl?"
I am.
Yeah, I love this bird. When do I notice Jenkins amassing his cat armor?
Are you coming back in, Jenkins?
I walk in the door. Yeah, I slam it open and just kind of swagger in. Like
I'm
really-
on my way back from the blacksmith and I see him going into. Like I just see him from behind, two cats with their tails like dangling down his back.
I'm gonna get really excited. Just be like, "Oh my god, what kitty cats?" I'm gonna go
As
over
soon
and kind
as
of-
soon as you walk in, the daughter goes, "Go put some clothes on." And no animals in the establishment. I'm sorry.
These are my clothes.
No, they're not. The cats have to go outside, and you have to go put clothes on.
All right, how much money do I have to pay you right now, so that I don't have to wear clothes in this establishment?
You have to go put clothes on in the establishment, or you and your friends are no longer welcome here.
I have a lot of money. How come there's no?
Don't
amount?
you know who I am?
I will buy this establishment.
I'm the
from you.
Juggernaut, bitch.
God, I want Jenkins to buy a McNomies now and have his own franchise place.
Give me 20. Give me 20 chicken McNomies, and I'll give you 50 platinum. We'll call it even.
50 platinum.
That's insane.
Go put clothes on, and leave your cats outside.
Okay, here we'll make a deal. I'll keep the cats, and I'll put some clothes on.
No cats, no animals in the establishment.
Okay, for God's sakes, I'm out of here. Then I'm leaving. I'm gonna go shopping.
Are you gonna put clothes on, or are you just walking out?
No, I'm going naked. I'm naked still. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
You walk outside.
And I walk in.
And there's a huge breakfast laid out on the table, Elgar. You gonna go sit down?
Yeah.
Where are you going to, Jenkins?
I'm gonna go to wherever they sell ball bearings.
That would be the
So-
Smith.
I'll go to the blacksmith, and I'm gonna order 1,000,000 ball bearings.
That's very heavy.
Do you know how heavy that?
They're
2,000
very heavy.
2,000 pounds.
Can you carry
You
2,000
can't carry
pounds?
2,000 pounds.
I have a donkey.
You don't have a donkey.
Okay, well, let me see. How much weight do I have? It's like something times my strength, right?
15.
She's just gonna be loaded with ball bearings. Poor.
You enter the blacksmith shop.
So wait, what if I have -1 strength? And how does that work?
Oh, then you can't carry anything.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
You're over encumbered.
How am I carrying
You
stuff
enter the
already?
blacksmith shop, and he just looks over at you. He says, "Go put some clothes on."
What the fuck's wrong with people?
Poor Elgar is gonna have to carry you in his fucking bag. You're gonna weigh like a bajillion pounds because of all your ball bearings.
Go put some clothes on, and I will
Sell
I
me
will-
some clothes. Okay, I'm gonna go to a clothes store.
Go down to the Goblin TJ Maxx. Get
You have a carrying capacity of 120 pounds,
Okay.
and you should be at around 75.
Okay, I'm gonna order 10,000 ball bearings.
He looks at you and says, "Go put some clothes on."
Okay, I'm gonna go get clothes, and then I'm gonna order 10,000 ball bearings.
Okay. Uh, Let me find out how much that costs, and I will let you know.
20 gold.
20 gold for clothing is a lot. That's
Oh,
a lot.
Oh no, I want to buy the most expensive clothes possible in this town.
Oh, well, you
Wasn't
can.
that like fancy noble wear clothes?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can fit into it. I know that.
I can. I'm a small boy.
He's a little boy.
I'm
The
a
elf
tiny
because
boy.
new clothes.
You also get like the child's version of it.
Yeah.
probably, but-
Clothes. Fine clothes. There's 15 gold pieces.
There you go. Thank you, Linnea. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. I'm fashionable.
So it's 15 gold, and you'll have some fine clothes.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 15 gold, buy some fine clothes. I'm gonna put my cat's back on my shoulder. After I put the clothes on,
Okay.
and then I would go back to blacksmith, order 10,000 ball bearings, and I'm gonna tip him 5 gold.
And then he's gonna get jumped the second he walks out of the shop because everyone heard of the crazy Gobbo and these fancy ass clothes.
Oh, I'd
with
like to
too
see
much
them.
gold.
I'd like to
Wait.
see them try.
Jenkins, if you've been naked this whole time, does that mean you have a backpack with all your stuff in it?
Yes.
Very confident. Okay.
I have 5 backpacks.
What?
I don't doubt him when he says that. I just accept it as fact.
So you now have So you now have 10,000. You have 10 bags of 1,000 ball bearings.
Okay, and so how much gold was that total? That's 25. Ball bearings are 1 gold each. Clothes are 15, 25.
Yeah.
Sound right?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
It's
I'm gonna go back to
it's
the.
backpackception. And they're not bigger on the inside either. Mogamak, are you just eating? What's your deal?
I am eating and trying to remember why we're at McNomies other than just. Is anybody eating with me, Linnea?
I'm eating.
I'm eating.
Ooh. Why are we here again?
It's cultists. We were
Well, if
stopping the cultists, and we stopped the cultists.
Do we want to get more information, or do you just want to go back and like report back saying we killed all the cultists and it's not going to be a problem anymore?
I mean,
This-
we've talked to everyone we could about the cult situation, but they're all like grunt level. It seems that we killed everyone who has any idea about it.
Maybe we should go back and report job well done, and that way whoever hired us for this can give us more pay for what we're doing. 'Cause we're kind of just doing free gigs at this point, you know?
Yeah.
We don't know what to do with the seeds.
Yeah. Is there a like a wizard or someone, or like a collective of people who might know about artifacts that we could take this to, perhaps in the capital?
More than likely, there is someone like that in the capital.
Tower
whether
of
it's
Wizards?
whether it's like a university for wizards, because usually wizards go through school to learn specific sets of spells and their thing. So
I think maybe that should be our next thing. As we go back to the capital, we bring them the artifacts and ask about more information, see what we can find out. Because I don't think these little towns know much other than like the one person that gets sent to recruit. The other option is go to another town and just ask the tavern keep, like, what's the hot goss?
Hey, can I do one more thing in shopping? Are there any bookstores that I can buy from?
no, here there are no bookstores.
Oh, okay.
Books are
never mind.
generally
Reading some nerds.
books are generally sold in places where a ton of people are. The Forthwith Post would be one of the ones that you could get books fairly easily at.
Can I buy a book on a language? Can I learn a language with a book?
Is it Elven?
I don't know. Maybe.
If you in the capital would have books on languages, yes.
Okay, let's go back to the capital, guys. They have good bagels at the capital.
So are we heading back to the capital then?
Yeah,
miss
I want to
Captain
thank.
Benedict.
I want to thank our hosts and just say, thank you for letting us have a room, and breakfast was delicious, and just be very grateful to them, I guess. And then
And it-
also say, like, if you've heard anything, if anyone else comes by, like, send us a raven over at our
The
hideout.
Slayers Guild.
Slayers Guild, that's it.
The
us know
daughter looks at
immediately.
you and says, "Absolutely."
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, let's travel.
High or low?
Low.
Roll it.
I
Is it
was also
D100?
thinking low.
Yep.
Oh, solo!
Oh,
What up?
Wow.
Do I get a prize? Do I get a
fucking dead,
prize?
Roxy, you just got us
No.
killed.
This
Hey.
is where Cthulhu raises from the sea, tentacles spill across Hopkin and devour everybody.
Make a perception
fine.
check for me, Linnea specifically.
Perception. I'm terrible at this. Blooddow. Oh,
God.
not bad.
This is my specialty.
He sound just like Mogamak. What a nerd. Ah.
Upon as soon as you guys pass the halfway point between Lake Helm and Halfkin, a group of what appears to be a traveling band of merchants, a caravan, as one would call it, is passing by you.
Excellent. I would like to see what they have for wares.
You can already tell.
What do they have for wares? And if you say watermelons, oh god.
What race are they? What
Yeah.
race are the merchants? Are they cats? Are they are they cat merchants?
Make a nature check, Elgar, if you're.
Oh,
You're looking
It's like
over,
worth
and you know what they might be. But as they pass by you, you notice that their skin has leaves growing out of it. They appear to be dryads.
cool.
Oh,
Or
magic
does
stuff.
Elphicus still look like this?
What?
Does Elphicus still
Well,
have
he had
like
a
trees
leaf,
growing out of his head?
Right?
Branches.
He does have
there
branches
bran-
growing out the back of his head.
So
The
we can't
cats are
tell
using
what...
it as a scratching post.
So we can't tell what they're selling? What are they selling?
They are selling herbs and spices.
Ooh, I want herbs and spices.
Yes, I too would like to buy some herb.
Uh, I'm gonna call out to them when we see them and be like, "Hey, can you guys does anybody have any? Do you have any doctors with you?"
One of the maidens looks at you, and she comes around the side, and this is apparently a dryad centaur because she's half deer.
Ooh.
She comes around the sides and says, "Who's in need of medical attention?"
Then I point over at Elphicus.
Oh,
Fine,
she
we
looks
got
at him and goes, "There appears to be more than one thing wrong with this small child."
We know. Can you identify them?
I can identify many things straight out the gate. What would you like?
Let 'em have
What
it.
would you like me to figure out first? And she walks over to you and she begins to like poke you. And her
Ow! Your hands off me.
her hands actually feel like bark from a tree almost, but it's sort of soft in a very strange way.
You're barking up the wrong tree, lady.
She looks at you and she says, "Have you visited the Feywild recently, young man?"
Listen, ma'am, I visited more planes than you can imagine.
I have no doubt, little one. Would you like me to remove your blue from you? Because I can do that.
He blew
He
himself.
blew himself.
Oh, Gareth was there. He knew. He knew where we were going.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure? It's very simple. I could just do it now.
Ah, okay, yeah, why not, I guess.
She casts remove curse on you, and you are no longer blue.
Oh. Alright, what color
Now you're
am
green.
You're normal
Well-
green color.
Wait, normal and green. That doesn't. Alright, whatever. Doesn't make any sense. Can I buy some saffron from you, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have any saffron for sale?
We absolutely do. As far
Oh.
as those branches growing out of your head, I have no idea. I've never seen that before.
That's okay. A lot of things happen. I was a donut earlier today, so.
It was yesterday, but okay.
I don't know. I don't remember sleeping. The days are becoming a blur.
Do they have anything specific from the Feywild? These dryads.
They do. They have many Feywild specific herbs.
I will take their menu for herbs of the Feywild.
Basically, for 100 gold, you can get enough materials to make 10 superior healing potions.
What if I want to make weird shit that isn't healing potions?
They're willing to sell you for 200 gold a smorgasbord of herbs and fungus and all sorts of things that come specifically from the Feywild.
All right. But how much for me?
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm
Walk
gonna.
away
All
from
right.
the computer
Hold on.
for
Hold on.
15
Hold on.
minutes here while you haggle, or
Hey! This is part of the D&D experience. All right.
Let's go ahead and go to break now, or what do you?
I want to see if I can haggle for like a 50 gold discount. That's my goal. And I'm going to tell them, I work very hard to respect all different properties of nature and of the Feywild. And I'm trying to, find cures for things and discover their hidden properties and, do all of, really.
Make
really...
a persuasion check for me.
All right. Easy.
And we're trying to defeat an evil darkness that is infecting the land.
Yes. Yeah, we're trying to defeat the
And
evil.
with that assistance, it's at
cultists.
advantage.
At advantage. All right. High five, Elgar. Submit.
Ooh, damn.
She says, interesting. You say there's an infection?
There is. It's awful. It's like a black velvet that's coming out from another plane of existence. It's got like tentacles and eyes, and like we're trying really hard to contain it. And the only thing that seems to be working so far is light.
Do you know what plane it comes from? The origination?
We don't know exactly. We haven't been able to discern that yet. And I take out one of the seeds of evil, and I unwrap it carefully. I'm like, don't touch it. But this is something that has been creating portals or whatnot into other realms. Are you familiar with it?
She casts some magic that's very familiar to you. It looks like an identify spell and a detect magic spell. She looks
She has
at
to
it.
touch it to do identify, though, right?
True.
bested.
She does cast detect magic on it at least,
Yeah, but she already knows it's magic.
but it tells you what school of magic it's from if you detect magic,
Okay.
like its generic properties.
Okay.
Well, I don't know either. Do you mind if we take one of these to analyze?
This is the only one I have, unfortunately. So I'm actually take it to the College of Mages up at the Capitol and see if they can discern what it is. But really, the Feywild herbs would really be beneficial for us if you were willing to, give a slight discount on it as we try to save the realm.
Oi, Gobbo Charles, give her one of yours.
I'm not. We just met these people. You psycho.
You've got like 7 of them.
I will defend these with my life. She's not getting them. I'm not giving it some random
where
freaking
did you-
dryad.
Where did you put them when you were naked for a few hours this
In one
morning?
of my backpacks. In one of my backpacks.
Oh, okay. So you
I have
can
a
just leave them in
backpack.
your room? Okay.
She's
I have a
got pockets
backpack
everywhere.
specifically for my death stones, which I have
Your
2 of
prison
them. Trying to
Little one, if you
No.
give me one of those seeds, I will give your friend her herbs for free.
Alpha kiss.
I'll buy the herbs. You can
Wait,
have
wait.
if you really. We have so
Elficus.
much money. I'm trying to spend it.
Stop yelling that to every
Alphagus, how about
highway
this?
robber
You give
in
them,
the world.
you give them a seed. They give you the herb. You give the herbs to Linnea. She gives you 150 gold.
Hey,
don't-
look at it. Look, I've got some frog goop left over. You remember that psychedelic shit you were tripping on? I got some of that left. Help me out. I'll help you out.
That doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
You
Doesn't seem-
enjoyed that frog goop.
I did, but there's plenty of things I can lick and get stoned on around here.
So you're gonna
Just give
give her one of the seeds?
What? How does that benefit us?
I would like to stay living in this plane of existence as well.
They're not gonna use it for evil.
She can make
We-
10
we
greater
have-
healing potions.
We have 3. Hypothetically, what if the next person that meets us randomly on the highway is more powerful than this one? And
Well, then
they
we have
need
more
one.
seeds.
Then we give them the next. What about the next people? What about the
How
main-
many people are you thinking we're gonna meet on this highway?
Infinite regression theory. Come on, Jenkins.
No, we're going to the capital. What if there's like kings and queens and mages and sorcerers? Oh, I want one. I'll do testing on it. Oh, fuck. We gave one to the person that we randomly met on this highway. Sorry. They're going to be like, excuse me? You gave some cult
Oh,
crystals
the
away
Canadian sorry.
to
Sorry.
to some merchant? No fucking way. No way.
All right,
Can-
Linnea,
can-
give them yours, and then later we'll steal one from Elficus.
Dryads
Well-
are generally like positive beings, right? They're
Absolutely.
they're kind. They
Eldar,
care about the
you
earth.
have-
They want.
You have one?
Nope, I do not.
So, Elficus, you're okay with giving it to the College of Mages, though, yes?
They sound much more powerful than a random merchant that we happen to run into. They sell herbs. I don't know. They're just herb sellers. I don't see how this is. You know, it's like Superman selling kryptonite or giving his one kryptonite. For fuck's sakes, it's not a good analogy. But you get what I'm saying?
I have a lot of gold, so I'm still down to the 150. Like, if they're willing to give me a discount,
Don't you have platinum?
it doesn't matter. Rich don't stay rich by spending all their coin.
This is true.
They make frugal investments.
Invest in yourself. That's what they say.
Thanks for the TED talk.
Yeah, but she'll sell it to you for 150.
Okay, I will
Thank
buy a
God.
smorgasbord of Feywild herbs for 150. And I'll say, is there any way for like where are you headed, anyways?
Oh, we are headed down to Hughshift. Specifically, we're going deep to look into a ruin where there may or may not be a lich.
Ooh dear. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Oh, if you guys want to investigate the black molds, we know of 2 places. There's one in the ruined tower in the basement near Glassleaf Forest, and there's another one on the pier near the lake near Halfkin.
Oh,
If you have any interest in checking it out.
absolutely. What is your names, by the way? Does your party have a designation? How can I reach you, in case we
We're in
find?
the Slayers Guild. We murder for money,
Chris Kringle
But
and the
only-
boys.
but only when it's legal to do so.
Oh,
We would never murder people that don't deserve it.
sounds good. All right. Then, if we end up finding you, that's fine.
Wait, I wasn't done shopping.
We've already
Wow.
left. Oh, you mean the
haven't left
the
yet.
spices?
Yeah. Okay.
Get some turmeric. It's good for inflammation.
I want to buy some malted barley, hops, and yeast.
You're gonna.
I have an alchemy jug. I can just make you beer anytime you want.
That's not what I wanted it for. Don't you dare imply that I'm an alcoholic. I want to buy some malted barley, hops, and yeast that I'm gonna ferment with water. And some saffron.
Why are you trying to make beer?
Hey, you don't know what I'm using this for.
So, what else would you be using it for?
I don't know. What happens if you throw saffron in beer mix?
It makes
makes
it
saffron
Saffron
flavored.
beer.
I'm making saffron beer then.
I can make all of this out of my alchemy jug without all these ingredients if you just ask.
Really? Is this true?
Yeah, I have an alchemy jug. It can make beer, like pretty much any
Isn't it
liquid.
beer,
It even makes
mayonnaise, like-
mayonnaise. I can make you all the mayonnaise you could ever want.
What the hell? I could be slathering myself in mayonnaise. And I haven't been.
That's goals. Hashtag goals. Mogamak, what are you doing?
I'm looking over their wares. Do they have any like weapons or anything like that, or is it all very like?
It's very nature oriented. They have a few staves that and a few crystals. Like they don't really have weapons specifically, but they have things that could be used as weapons.
Okay, I will look bored and disinterested.
Do they have anything that gives off light?
They do.
Did they have a?
I want to
fish?
buy it.
It's not a fish, but it's definitely. So you're gonna buy it? It's a small.
Yeah,
It's
what is it?
It's a small crystal that has been carved into what sort of looks. It sort of looks like an eyeball, but it's not quite there. It has 3 circles that are basically put into a triangle formation, and you can hold it into your hand, and it's sort of like a flashlight.
Yes, I buy it.
Okay. It's I wrote it down. Hold on. It's called.
And what's it called? Is it just like the Triforce or something?
No, it's called a sunstone.
Sunstone. Oh yeah, perfect. We love that.
Well, thank you for your patronage. And I hope you'll talk again. It was a pleasure.
Can I
Bless.
ask really quickly, is there something, like, anything I need to know about these herbs that you've given me? I know I can make some pretty baller potions with them, but is there anything that has unique properties? 'Cause since this is Feywild material?
There are a few, but I have also given you a page of notes that determines exactly what each of them does.
Fabulous. Thank you.
So just so that you don't blow yourself up in the process.
Yeah, that's the little one's job.
Okay, before we leave, can I grab like 50 ball bearings and just kind of throw them up in the air like a puff of smoke, and then just kind of run off as if it like, I just looks like I kind of just disappear?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, we out of here, and then
Roll for stealth.
I'm running. Okay.
That is exactly what happens. You take a handful of ball bearings, you throw them in the air, and you try to run away. And it was not inconspicuous. It was very conspicuous and visible. It was just like the greatest shit ever. and just off to the side, you're
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait, I know that laugh. I panically look around for a skeleton king.
someone has PTSD.
1 second.
It was from
Did I find?
It was from Skink. Skink was laughing at him,
Gotcha.
and she jumps out of your knapsack, Linnea, and she starts running around picking up all the ball bearings.
Do my cats see that Skink is going for the ball bearings?
You're trying to stealth. You think you're stealthed?
I know, but my cats are chilling still.
Yeah,
Cats are under your control.
Yeah,
What
they're.
time of the day is it?
I'm allowing them to do what they want. It
It's
has not been
just-
8 days yet.
It's just about 8 days, 8 hours.
It has
8
not been
hours.
8 hours yet.
No, it's
Okay, can
it's
I-
about 9 o'clock, 9 a.m.
Can I feed my cats and try to win them over?
What are you feeding them?
and I'm gonna feed them. I didn't mention this, but I took some fish from the port. I sneakily was just grabbing some fish. Nobody didn't tell anybody about it, so I'm gonna give them some fish.
Okay,
Oh, okay, all right.
He'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Cool. Should I roll for deception?
No, you good.
Do they eat it?
They do.
Are they purring?
No.
Just vibrating shoulder pauldrons, get a nice back massage.
Can I pet them like that?
You can. Yeah, sure. Are they laying
Okay.
down, or are they just like still clasped onto you?
They're laying down on my shoulder. Comfortably.
You do realize that those two cats probably weigh half as much as you do, right?
No, they don't weigh half as much as me.
Together,
strong.
together they weigh half as much as you do.
That's fine. Shoulder pads are heavy. I'm strong. Do you have -1
Shoulder
strength?
pads.
Speaking
love
of,
me.
you need to add 16 pounds worth of cats to your inventory.
16 pounds of cat.
Well, yeah, he has two fully grown cats. They probably weigh 8 pounds each.
Oh, I'm over carrying capacity. No. Alright, okay. 1 sec. Let me see. Oh shit. How do I get under? What's my carrying capacity? Is it?
Two,
You said 120.
120.
Did we leave
Alright.
the dryads already?
Yeah, if you would like to, unless you want to do something else.
Did they have any like cool looking wood?
What is so heavy that I'm carrying? For God's sakes.
They do.
The 1,000 ball bearings.
Yeah, it
I'm
could
not-
be the massive amount of ball bearing.
I need those.
Elgar, they do have
money.
a few branches that are labeled as ironwood.
I buy the branches.
They
Oh,
are
how heavy are they?
They are 6 gold each, and they weigh 3 pounds apiece.
I'm gonna buy 2.
Okay.
And how much was the sunstone?
The sunstone was 20 gold.
20 gold. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna throw my hempen rope on the ground. Does anybody want a hempen rope?
I will take his hempen rope.
Okay. There you go. You can have my hempen rope. It's 10 pounds. All right, so I need
Do I look
to.
like I can't handle 10 pounds?
Can you just carry some of my stuff for me?
For a fee.
Oh.
Alright, Paige. Can you hold my bedroll? It's 7 pounds.
As
That would
he
really
gives
help
it to you, you just throw it in the river.
me. Don't do that.
Thank you for the free bedroll.
Okay, well, as long as I can use it. Okay, I'm under carrying capacity now.
16 pounds of cat.
No, wait. Combined 16 pounds?
They each weigh 8 pounds.
Oh shit, give me my bedroll back!
This is my bedroll.
No! I'm good.
Cats.
God, 16-pound cats. Those would be obese cats.
Those would be really obese cats, I have to admit. Or like Maine Coons, like giant.
So are you giving me my bedroll back? How much did I say it weighed?
It was 7 pounds.
Okay. You can have the hempen rope, though. I don't really care for that.
Alright, I'll give you your bedroll back. Do you know how to turn off golds on roll 20 county?
Say again?
Do you know how you make it on roll 20 to make money not count for weight?
I can do that. Give me a second.
Whoa, what the heck?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm trying to make it. Hold on.
Was that you that did that?
Yes, it is.
God, don't look at my inventory. I really fucked it up.
You did. You absolutely did. You need to fix that.
What's he done?
I was hoping you wouldn't see that.
A regular sized Maine Coon weighs 15 pounds. Easy.
Maine Coons are great. Oh, big fluffy cats.
What, really? Are they huge?
They're massive, yeah. They're probably the largest of the house cats.
Oh my god, these cats are hilarious looking.
Are they? One of my cats was a part Maine Coon. She's massive.
Dude, they're huge! What?
Yeah.
Dog-sized.
Small
These
dog
are
size.
like-
Like
these are
really
like-
small dog size.
These are like corgi-sized cats, for sure.
They're not as big as a corgi, I don't think. They're a bit smaller.
I could probably bench press like 15 of these.
I like how that's where your mind goes. Is how many of these cats could I bench press?
Apparently,
I
with
get
our
easily.
character sheet, we can't remove coin weight. So if you want to make a separate thing in your inventory that says gold, platinum, copper, and silver, and then just make them weigh 0, that's fine.
Okay.
Can I like take a bit of like ribbon and like while the cats are sitting on Jenkins' shoulders, like move it around, like play with the cats?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm totally doing that. Just like
Maine Coons have a robust body type. They're robust cats.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They're not just
They're hardy.
robust.
They have pointed ears with tufts.
So you guys start to head toward Lake Helm. You make it through Lake Helm without an issue by the bridge. High or low, someone other than Linnea.
Hi.
Roll it.
Oh.
Um,
Should have said low.
you get there, you're able to reach. It takes about a day, like you're just coming up on nighttime as you reach halfway above Lake Helm. Here, no, not quite. Right there. There you go. Just as you reach this point, it becomes about nighttime. And that's when you hear a very loud screeching noise coming from the lake to the west. It's very off in the distance.
drowners.
Is it a crow? Are they the crows again?
You don't hear anything. If you want to make a nature check to try and identify it, you're more than welcome.
Nature.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh,
no.
my gosh. Elgar,
Well, Elgar, what's your L5C?
you recognize that as the cry from a rock.
Oh,
A
goody.
rock.
Oh.
How big are they again? Like very,
Oh, no.
very big?
I think they're considered huge or even colossal.
Exceptional.
Gargantuan monstrosity.
Like a stone or like a giant bird?
Giant bird.
Burb.
Okay.
Guys, that's a big bird.
I don't. Can we not fight it? Can we run away?
Well, it's nighttime, and you hear it on the side, basically the lake side. So the western side of the road, you hear it coming from that way.
You want to go around, guys? You want to
Yep.
like,
Yep.
go
I don't want to deal with
up
the
and
rock.
around?
But the loot, you can loot it.
It has a challenge.
It's a bird.
Has a challenge rating of 11. Has 28 strength.
7,200 XP, guys.
We don't get XP that way though.
We don't know how Devin
Challenge
gets
rating
XP.
11 hard.
Yes.
Let's just
Okay.
say the average damage. Okay, so it makes 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its talons. The average damage is 27 for the beak. How many hit points do you guys have?
I could take like 3 of those.
45. 3 of those.
So we basically have to kill it in one turn, otherwise it's gonna kill all of us.
Yeah, and you have to deal 248 hit points in one turn.
I don't want to fight this.
We could maybe kill it.
I think we could probably come up with a strat. Is that metagaming to like do a fight plan? I feel like that's not right because we can talk to each other, right?
It's kind of metagaming considering that you know like exactly how many hit points it has, and
Isn't there like a rule book a player rule book that I'm supposed to have?
He only told us so that we would be discouraged from trying to fight it, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah, like right now it's nighttime. We can't see it. We've heard it. I know what it is.
But I
We
we
know
can dodge
kind of where it is.
Let's cower in fear.
Devin,
Yeah, I
will,
don't-
will you level us up if we fight it and don't die?
Stop
I
bargaining with
think
the
he would
DM.
for sure. There's no way we don't level up from killing that. But
We'll
So
all
so
die,
so
though.
here's a few things, Jenkins. I've only told you that there is a rock over there. I haven't told you if there are 5 of them, or if there are 7 of them, or if it's alone, or if it has a contingency of bats or sturges or owlbears that are riding on it
perceive that?
because it's so large. You have to realize a gargantuan creature is enormous. Like, yeah, it would be.
is it like bigger than an elephant?
I think elephants are considered huge, so it's one step above that.
So it's like
How
a
big-
blue whale that's flying through the air.
But it's a burb.
How big is an elephant?
So a gargantuan creature is 20 feet by 20 feet.
Look at Jenkins is looking to see if he can figure it out.
That's pretty big with my under my perception. What I've seen in my life.
Okay. What do you guys want to hide off the side of the road or something? Get off our horses? What
It
do we
can't
do?
see us. It's on the other side of the area, so we can just go around it. We don't have to
Okay.
get off and sneak. We could just go
So
away.
we just keep riding on the road. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we don't want to be on the west side. The west side is
It's
where.
becoming nighttime. Are you guys going to camp or are you going to push through?
Where? All I need to know is where are Jenkins' cats.
They're on his shoulders.
It's nighttime. It's been more than 8 hours.
That is true.
Do they love me? That's the question. I've been feeding them fish and petting them.
I've been playing with them. Have I won them over?
You can't win over my cats. I'll just deceive them again.
Not until morning.
The second the 8 hours comes up, right as the rock screams and the cats sort of shake themselves out, they smell you for a second, and then they jump and run away.
Oh.
All right, give me my hempen rope back.
No, it's my hempen rope. It's not safe to give children rope. They could accidentally strangle themselves.
I accidentally strangle you, buddy.
Did you remove your cats from your inventory?
I did, but
16 pounds
What?
of cats.
why don't they love me? Why does this keep happening?
I don't know. I've been asking myself the same question. It's all right.
You
we'll
should have
get
got. You
cat
should have got
friends.
one of these little onyx dogs, Jenkins.
I was gonna throw the cats at things in combat, and they'd scratch them
It's
up.
horrible.
I would.
No,
con-
they're
I would
You're a
consider.
bad cat dad.
I would consider that harming the cat, and they would immediately run away the second you throw
Yeah.
them.
No, they wouldn't. They
Yes,
like it.
Yes, they would.
I don't-
They would
Our
absolutely.
cats used to like mass combat. I think that's against their nature.
I don't know, dude.
Uh,
You had a cat?
I will.
So-
Linnea, I will let you roll an animal handling check to see if you can charm one of the cats.
Animal handling. Here I go.
Hey, wait, what about me? Can I animal handle one?
Ah!
You can try. At disadvantage, considering you use magic to keep their attention for 8 hours. No.
They hate you. They fucking
How much
hate you.
damage does he take? They scratch him.
They don't. They're not aggressive. They just the one he tried to get was just ran away. The orange tabby seems to enjoy your presence, but Skink is not happy.
I'm gonna go and just hand the bag like open so Skink can peek out, and I'm gonna have Elgar like pick her up. I think.
Oh, I get the Kenku back.
Will you,
You
take
do.
the Skrillex?
Sure.
Oh, and now I have. All right, and I'm gonna feed the cat some like scraps that I have, but I'm also gonna give Skink some crumbs too, cause I like all animals.
I'm
I'm writing a note in my notepad that says, I have the Kenku, so I don't fucking forget where the Kenku is every 10 minutes.
I'm gonna flick ball bearings at the cat.
Why would you do that? I'm gonna slap
You
Jenkins.
can't see me doing it. I'm stealthily doing it.
Yeah, with your 5 stealth you had last time. So are you guys making camp here? Are you pushing through the night? What's your deal?
Get away from the rock.
So to clarify, we heard the rock over the lake somewhere.
Yes, sort of
west.
in the direction of Olive Root Forest.
I'm gonna put Cat in the bag where the Kenku used to be, and Cat's gonna look out.
Aren't we? How close are we to the? Weren't we near Lake Helm? This is where that girl got abducted originally, right?
Yes. You have just
How-
passed that area. You're basically almost to the first ruined tower where you fought the
Word.
cultists.
Which was
With
about
the
here, right?
librarian, yeah.
I guess we can just camp or something. It's fine. I mean, I didn't get to action surge today, but it's okay. I can. Maybe I'll just make dinner and I'll action surge it or something.
You'll action surge dinner.
Yeah, I'll make 2 servings.
So you guys set up camp here. Elgar, I assume that you're trancing and just on watch.
I want to put my hammock between 2 trees.
There are no
I haven't used-
trees.
There are, okay, fine. I will stand here and trance.
Just stand.
You have your wood. Do you want to whittle? You could whittle some whittlings.
While I'm trancing.
Yeah, it's light. It's light work.
Oh, sure.
As long as you're not like, it's something that you can do while you're paying attention to something else. You know what I mean? Like crocheting.
Yeah.
Crocheting doesn't take that much effort.
Yeah, okay. I need to think about what I'm what I am whittling.
I'm gonna name my cat as Modian, and we're gonna curl up by the fire and be super cozy together, and be best friends.
Your cat's getting rod of rulership as soon as possible.
I will kill you.
Every dawn, that cat is mine.
I will kill you. Can I put a protection spell on my cat? I'm not even kidding. I don't trust Jenkins.
Don't you have a
Yeah.
thing that you can?
My hazmat suit? Yeah, I do.
I would consider that a harmful spell.
You consider that? Okay, so I shouldn't do that.
No. He would have to, Jenkins would have to make a wisdom saving throw to even do it in the first place. So
But you
the
What
night
about resistance? I could give my cat resistance.
you could.
There we go. Stay away from my
So-
fucking cat.
The night passes uneventfully. Every once in a while, you hear the coming from the western side, and just as dawn approaches, and the sun begins to come up in the east, all of you begin to wake up. Make a perception check, please.
Not so good at the perceiving, good at the medicines.
Wow.
Dear me.
So, in the west, you are all waking up and looking, and a massive black and red blob of color reaches up into the sky and begins to fly southwest towards Drywind Dale.
Well, good thing we're not going to Drywind Dale. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
You don't see that every day.
Nope. Let's keep going to the capital.
Don't see what every day.
Yeah, you guys literally don't see that.
There was a giant castle flying in the air.
Oh.
Like Howl's moving castle.
I mean, Elphagus probably could have killed it, but you know, we gotta respect nature.
Almost killed it.
It's probably got some babies it's got to go back to, you know.
Little
And it was just one. We definitely could have taken it.
Okay, so you guys are heading toward the capital. It's gonna be I believe, it's gonna be a whole day's travel to get to Forthwith Post.
Okay.
High or low?
Wait, what do you mean a whole day's travel to get to Forthwith Post?
Yes. In your current state,
Didn't we just camp here?
you did. Oh, it's gonna be a little bit under a whole day.
Because we took like 1 day to get from Halfkin to here.
That is true.
Right.
My scale on my map is off. Then, need to fix it.
Like, this is like 20 feet here for 1 day. So now I guess it is about the same to get the. All right, so it's about 2 days here.
My scale is a bit off. but
Okay.
I'll fix it. It's fine. It takes you about half a day, and you reach Forthwith Post. Are you doing anything in Forthwith Post?
I want to get a little cat collar for my cat that says Asmodean. And some little, like, dried sardines or something, like little snackies for the cat.
Okay. Jenkins, are you going to cast Rod of Rulership on the cat?
Yes.
I will kill you.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to fight Jenkins.
Okay. Let's
Could
see.
I make armor for my dog out of the branches of ironwood?
You could make a harness. You would need something to attach to said harness.
Like hempen rope?
That's not going to make armor. You need armor plating of some sort. The branches are
Oh,
only
so-
like 2 inches in diameter, probably.
Okay, gotcha.
They're not like they're not like
They're-
boughs.
They're
just
not logs.
branches,
Yeah, they're like okay.
What happens to the dog if it dies in combat? Or if
It turns
takes
back
damage?
into a statue.
Oh, so it just doesn't get, never gets destroyed.
Nope.
Damn.
Unless you destroy the statue.
Yeah, you have to destroy the statue.
I'll consider it. Okay.
You cast Rod of Rulership on the cat. The cat ignores you.
Ho ho!
Tomorrow. Just wait.
Do I notice him casting a Rod of Rulership?
Yes.
I am going to slap him.
I re-
Angrily.
I
What
dodge.
am I? Just strength
I
or
resist.
dex? Strength
Uh,
or dex? What am I hitting him
It's
with?
up to you.
Dex.
I dodge.
You dodge. He dodges.
Give him a tongue lashing, that's for sure. Stay away from my cat!
I dodge
another-
the tongue lashing too. I could do this.
Get yourself something else. Find yourself another pet.
Can we see if Andon Bloodstone is at the pub?
Absolutely. You walk. So you're all going to the pub.
Yes.
Sound
Yeah.
good? Okay.
You walk into the pub, and in fact, Andon is sitting there in his corner, looking all broody, with his pint of blood.
I don't think I've met Andon Bloodstone, have I?
No, you have not. So I don't know why you're looking for him.
I don't know either. Look at that creepy old man sitting by the table.
Oh, that's not a creepy old man. That's Andon Blumfer. We've worked for him before.
I mean, I did too a little bit. I heard about him, I guess. I did like
Yeah.
the second half of that gig.
He's pretty powerful. Actually, he might be a good person to ask. I go over to Andon Berger and
Berger.
what's his last name again?
Bloodstone.
Is it just Bloodstone? Is it just? I thought it was fancy then. All right. So I go over there and I say like, hello, and I've got my cat peeking out of the bag, and I'm like, isn't he adorable? But also, we ran into some cultists, and I was wondering because you seem to have decent knowledge of the occult. Would you happen to know what this is? And with that, I open up the thing that has the seed stone, and I show it to him. What the hell's wrong with you guys in chat?
This is a lot. Your cat is adorable.
Thank you.
What are you giving me exactly?
I'm not giving it to you. So
No, what am I looking at?
So this here is some sort of seed crystal, and there have been a multitude of cultists that we've run into recently that are trying to summon a tentacle demon out of the void, and they're using these to open portals. But I'm not familiar with what portal, like what plane it's coming from. I don't know who these people are necessarily, where they're coming from, and I was just thinking a very smart and very well in the know man such as yourself might be able to give us some hints. Possibly. Have you heard any rumors?
No.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Well, that's good then. That means you don't have problems with Forthwith Post.
Not yet.
Excellent. All right. Well, didn't mean to bother you. Anything else going on here in this town?
Oh,
Anything
my
exciting?
darling, it is not a bother. And he like winks
Cool.
slyly at you.
Cool beans. All right. I assume that Elgar's getting drunk at the bar or something, right? What you
Yes.
doing, Elgar?
I still have a tab at this bar. We've still got like 20 gold behind the bar. Go wild, go wild, guys.
Nice. I'm gonna go join back up with Elgar and Co. And I'm gonna go get a drink and pour a little milk out of my alchemy jug though for the cat. All right. So Andon didn't have anything. We should probably just move on after this.
All right, I'm down. I do miss home.
You guys
Where
make-
are you from, Mogamak? You're just from the capital?
I grew up in the capital. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys make your way to the capital uneventfully. You arrive to the very familiar smell of salt water and fish.
Don't we have cinnamon buns baking? Isn't
What?
that like a guild thing? Doesn't our guild make really good cinnamon buns or something? Where did we
Make
get the really
really
good
good murder.
cinnamon buns?
I don't
That was like the Iron Nail pub.
Oh, okay. So there was one place that we had really good cinnamon. That's all I
It
remember.
was definitely not the place with all the green people drinking swill sewage.
No, that was something else. Conversely, hey Mogamak, you ever drank sludge before?
I have not, but I bet I could handle it.
Probably better than the Elficus.
I handled it just fine.
He actually had.
He is still alive.
That is true.
So where are you
So
guys
I-
going first? You have entered the capital.
Slayer's Guild.
You're going right for it?
Yeah, I might as well check in. And then
Yeah.
we can talk about the mages college.
Yeah, let's go talk to.
Captain Bomberclap.
I can't remember his name.
You guys.
Benadryl.
Bumble.
Crispy.
Bomber Snatch.
As soon as you said Benadryl, I could remember it.
You guys. You even said it earlier. You even said Captain
Yeah, I
Benedict
know,
earlier.
but then I forgot, and then when she said
Bombadil?
Benadryl, it came back. That's how I remember it every time. I think Benadryl, then I'm like, it's a little off that.
You
Oh,
guys make your way toward the Slayers Guild, and the second that you turn the corner to go to the main area, or the town square area where your guild is located on the east side, you look up and there's a huge black, blue, and white flag flying directly above and on top of the building of the Slayers Guild.
Ooh, our flag.
Or is there a symbol on it or anything, or just like a
It is on one half, so there's two black bars on the top. I'll actually make a picture of this later, but I'll figure it out.
shame on you for not having it written down.
And the top there's two black bars on the top, and then the center is divided in half. Blue is on the left and white is on the right, and then right in the middle of it there is a three-toed talon, a bird talon right in the middle. That is black and looks like a stencil.
What kind of bird?
An
Is it a
eagle's
rock
talon.
talon?
Burbs. Okay. Can we go
Look at
in and
what-
just be like, Captain, we're home?
This looks a lot better than the last time Benedict pulled me in here and told me to go on a quest.
You guys enter the Slayers Guild, and the first thing you notice is that the door is now polished. It looks like polished oak with large iron bands across the whole thing. It's actually very secure. You push the latch down, and it has a heavy click, and as you pull the door, it's extremely heavy. It's very secure. The outside of the building is now much better than it was, and there appears to be new windows. And as soon as you enter, you notice the smell of some form of incense inside.
Back in my day, we didn't even have a door on this hovel.
You enter.
Can we walk inside as Captain Benedict?
Captain Benedict is in fact sitting right out front, behind a desk.
I'm gonna walk in and say, "Hey, Benedict, where's my money?"
What? What are you doing here?
I slowly undress.
Like in a casual way or like a sex?
Sultry, sexy.
Seducive.
He
Seductive.
looks at you and he goes, I didn't miss this at all. Don't take your clothes off.
We've been telling him that the entire trip. He doesn't.
Are you
listen.
still taking your clothes off?
I throw ball bearings at him.
He says, all right, you want to play that game? And he pulls out his blunderbuss. And he cocks it back. He's like, I've had this loaded all day. You want to play this game?
I don't roll ball bearings at him on the ground on the floor.
That's what I thought. And he like stows it back underneath.
I mean, that's just my second attack, but whatever.
He stows it underneath the desk. Oh, you guys are back, right?
Yes, we are.
Good. How's it look outside? Did you like it? Was it good?
Yeah, it's pretty. Looks nice. I would have gone with the red theme personally, but the blue's nice. I enjoy it. Soothing, calming.
So are there any new members in the Slayers Guild since I joined?
There are, actually. And he
Underlings.
points over into the corner because the front area sort of is reminiscent of a tavern where people can gather, and then there's a large bulletin board. And in the corner, you see the 3 orcs that were brought out with that dwarf that you killed on the first session. The what? The 3 full-blooded orcs. The one without a hand that had a giant blade out the front of it appears to have gotten a real implant of a massive Morning Star ball, essentially. His fist is now a huge spiked ball. And they all appear to be dressed in all sorts of adventurers gear. And the one that you lobotomized seems to be a little bit different than you remember.
How so?
Perceive him.
He does
perceive.
medicine check.
Medicine. Bam.
He doesn't
Oh, we're letting anyone join.
seem to have the adverse effect of the Iron Crown.
Oh, fantastic. See, everything worked out.
They just look a lot more official.
Okay. Do
So,
they have names?
You gonna go talk to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to them. What are their names?
What? Who you?
What? Well, I'm Linnea, and I am the world's most fantastic potion maker. And I
Oh.
want to know, what are you called? What's your name there, buddy?
I am Gondak. That one over there with the big fist is Hamfist,
Nice. I like that name.
and then the other one is Lobo.
Oh, like a wolf?
No, because you lobotomized him.
Oh. Well, that's a pretty cool fucking name anyways.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, boys.
if you look at it right, he got a special implant. And as you're looking at him, his jaw now has a piece of iron melded onto it.
That's what's making his
bites,
head work
He
better?
bites people and rips their face off.
Respect.
And he
Very
appears
nice.
to be dressed in some sort of like shoddy scale mail that's like, because orcs are very strangely proportioned. Their arms are a little bit longer. Like he just has a huge jaw, and there's all sorts of things happening with them. But they all appear to be dressed in some fairly decent quality armor comparatively to what you saw them last time.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you guys joined the guild. I pull out my cat, and I go, this is Asmodean. He is my cat, and we're very happy to see you. And I hope my cat just goes like, meow.
It sort of walks over to them and sniffs them, and the one orc with the giant fist, the spiked ball fist, is like, he's just very not used to it.
Uncomfortable.
And
Right.
this, after you guys get finished introducing, from above you, you hear, "Oh, look what the fucking cat dragged in here."
Ricky, my old mate.
What's going on? Where you been?
You know, dossing around, messing with cultists.
Oh, so the daily. On the daily, isn't it?
Casual, mate.
Right. How you doing, green boy?
Oh,
He's not
pretty
blue
good.
anymore. Look at the little one.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
I'm white. Like an elf.
Right, whatever.
Sorry about the last time we met. You know, you're your friend. I know you liked your friend a lot.
Yeah. He's hopefully in a better place now. And I'm on a quest.
Well, he's not. He's just.
I'm officially on a quest to find
Skin.
someone who can bring him back to life.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, if you think about it, they technically perfectly preserved his corpse. So, all I gotta do is find someone powerful enough and I've got my mate back.
I know
mean,
somebody that
Elphicus
could do
can
that
cast
for you.
spells. Maybe he can help.
No, I know somebody.
I really don't believe that he can help. Just from my personal experience.
Maybe if we all just sit around and pray, we can bring your friend back.
That's not the right one.
Sure. Hopes and prayers, right?
Hopes and prayers.
Oh, I do know someone.
Who is it?
Let me think about it for a second.
Okay.
Do you know a necromancer or someone who can reverse the pickling process?
I don't know. Let me think.
Ricky, did you join the guild or something?
Sorry, Devin.
I did. I'm no
Nice.
longer punching people's faces for money. Well, I am, but I do it legally now. I don't have to shake nobody down anymore. I don't have to do it.
Contracts make all the difference, don't they, Ricky?
Oh, they do, especially when your best friend gets murdered by some assholes.
Takes away all the guilt, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What's guilt?
It's, you know, when you feel bad for killing people and taking their stuff when they don't necessarily deserve it.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Right.
So, has Benedict been treating you well here, giving you good jobs?
Oh yeah. I've done quite a few things now, but overall, it really been fairly easy, I'd say. How are you guys? You just get back from your cultist slaying
good.
adventures?
Yeah. Did you encounter any other cultists on the way back?
No, I have been looking into it though. They might have a set of them here. I haven't really figured that out yet.
In the capital?
Yeah, I've got some rumors. I got some boys. You call it a little spy network. I got some boys looking around for me.
Okay, let us know if you find anything out.
Oh,
We'll
trust
go
me,
debrief the...
you'll be the first to know. You specifically.
When you say boys, you mean men, or are you using children?
I'm choosing not to answer that question.
He's got some Oliver Twist shit going down.
He's a child
Are
user.
they little bird? Can we go talk to Benedict now?
Sure.
Hey, Benedict, do you want to jump into a side room and talk about all the cultist stuff we found?
Yeah, let's go. We go into the meeting room over there.
Cool, and I'll gesture to everybody to come with.
Okay.
Before I leave, I just throw ball bearings up into the room, scurry into the meeting room.
I feel like you would slide on all of those.
No, I
Left,
go
left.
so fast that the ball bearings are still falling with gravity.
Are you removing like 50 at a time every time you do this? And start draining your stash of ball bearings?
Yes, I have 10,000.
You don't have 10,000 anymore when you're throwing them like that.
No, I have roughly 9,752 ball bearings.
Oh, okay. There we go.
He's keeping track.
I
Good.
am.
Alright, so we sit down in the meeting room with Captain Benedict. And then we'll start off. Look, you sent us on the first place to go take out the cultists that were on the way, right? But then we got a tip that there were some more near Halfkin. So we followed that lead, and we found I don't know if what's his name, Ricky told you or not, but we took out another tower of them, but they keep popping up everywhere. So, do you have any information you need from us to like to pass back? Who gave us the job in the first place? Do you know?
All I know is that he's a big blue guy. And he lives in the Wizards, university area.
Well, I mean, do you think we should go talk to him maybe to give him more information about what we encountered? Did we get paid yet?
No, we haven't gotten paid yet. I have to go give him a full report.
Do you want us to go with?
I mean, if you would like.
I would like to go to the Mages College and ask them about the seed. So if you guys want to go and talk with the guy who's hired us, I might go on a little adventure.
Yeah, and as a very powerful sorcerer, I think I should go with you because I understand this stuff the best, definitely out of the whole group. So I will go with you.
You're a sorcerer, not a wizard.
I actually went to this school.
Did
So-
Can I detect lie?
I did. I was raised by some wizards here.
I thought you were
Uh,
raised in the North Pole.
I'm very confused.
Well, it's like this is like the sister school to the North Pole school that I was at. So like some of the professors go back and forth.
I don't believe him.
You have no reason to. So
I have no
It has an exchange student program.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I think what we'll do before we transition into our next phase is we're going to take a 15-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
S- Yeah, we'll take a 15-minute break so we can refill drinks and go to the bathroom, whatever. And we'll be back in 15 minutes, guys. We'll see you in a minute.
All right, I'm getting sugar for your Red Bull. Hopefully, I don't get coronavirus. See you guys.
Hey, welcome back. We are back from our short break. Jenkins is not, or Elficus is not back yet, but we'll figure that out when he gets back. You three are going to. Where are you going? Are you going on an adventure?
I want to go to the College of Mages. I don't know if the other guys are headed someplace else, but I think Jenkins and I were gonna head towards the
Yeah,
college and see what we could find out.
I'm down to go with you, but I want to ask Benedict about my plate mail that I commissioned.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ooh.
How long has it been since you commissioned it?
It was basically since we went on this long journey, I think.
And you've been on the journey for like 10 days.
That sounds about right. Where were we? Forthwith Post originally? Where I
Asked
I
him,
met
yeah,
the team
because
in
he
Sweeping
he came to see you at Forthwith Post, yeah.
Yeah, but I met them in Sweeping Wind, then we talked to Forthwith Post, then we went down to Lake Helm, then Halfkin, and then back.
Yep. And
So-
that was like 10 or 12. It's at least 10 days. I would say at least 10
Yep.
days at this point. Because you guys have been all over the place and you spent a whole day inside that dungeon.
We rested in that dungeon. It was like a day and a half then.
Mogamac's still very upset with that tactical nap
If
that
we,
we
if
took.
we count the number of like how long we've been gone based on how many people have almost died, it's been at least like 8.
That's true. So,
Oh, there he is.
He
Did we ever
changed-
use that scroll of the house scroll or whatever, like the bubble
Yeah, we did.
of
You
We
did.
sleeping?
I'm back.
the
Have we started?
sanctuary scroll.
Why would you
That's the
change your
one.
clothes?
Why
Because
did I
he
change
was
my?
wearing a giraffe costume before.
Because listen, man, people are gonna think I'm crazy.
What you should do is get some blue and like just multicolored body paint, and every time you change color in character, you change color in real.
I would definitely consider that if the stores weren't all closed.
We're turning into Arrested Development now.
So plate mail up. Is it ready or no?
It is not ready, but the only thing that is preventing it from being ready is they need your measurements.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
So you have to go get fitted for it, and that would take the whole day.
This is important.
Mogamac's got to go look purty.
So you're gonna go
You
take
guys
the whole
handle
day
this
to get.
without me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely handle. Well, maybe not the
Okay.
little one, but I got Elgar here to watch out.
Well,
I lasso
we'll take care.
Elficus.
I dodge.
I resist.
All right. Well, I want to go talk to the College of Mages then.
So, all three of you are headed to the. Are you going to the college, Elficus? What's your
Yeah,
deal?
I'm going to the college because I know some of the professors there.
I'm gonna turn to Elphius and say, "Don't touch anything." I feel like Aladdin going into the Cave of Wonders with Abu, and you're Abu. Do not touch anything.
No, I know what I'm doing.
All right. Elgar, please watch him like a hawk. I'll try my best, but I'm gonna be talking to people too.
The 20-foot harness is on.
Excellent. All right.
The baby leash, the harness, whatever.
All right. Sometimes I think we should just get a babysitter and leave him back at the guild hall just in case. But
So you guys.
Well,
Leave him with Lobo.
yeah.
Gondak, Hamfist, and Lobo.
Well, like I said, I do know some of the professors here actually in this prestigious institution, so I'm definitely going to be an asset to bring along here.
You'd definitely be an ass, that's for sure.
So-
Alright, let's go.
You guys begin to make your way to the School of Wizardry. To the Wizards University.
To Hogwarts.
You make your way there, and the whole campus is gated off by a large, what appears to be ethereal wall. The only thing real is in front of it. There's a large gate that is silver. That appears to be a shiny metal plating on the gate, and as soon as you enter, the gate sort of opens on its own, inward.
Does it
Alright.
make a noise as it opens?
Not at all.
So it doesn't sigh or laugh.
Wow. It does not. It doesn't appear to
Well-
be sentient.
No sentient pair would here.
I know how to get through this wall. I throw ball bearings at the wall.
They bounce
It's
off
already opened.
effortlessly.
It's already opened?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gate's open.
You just said it's open.
Well, there you go. You're welcome.
I'm gonna keep walking in, and I'm gonna be looking for the information desk, I guess. The visitors center, if you will.
The concierge.
Yeah.
Captain Benedict is with you, right?
No.
Yes.
We left I thought we left Benny at home.
He came to talk to the person who gave us the quest.
Was he from the Mages College?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he was. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Alright. Let's go in. Who do we see? What do we see?
You head inside, and the second that you pass over the ethereal barrier, the whole inside of it changes. You're now inside a massive building.
Okay.
Excuse me. You are now inside of a massive building. Above you are floating enormous orbs of some sort of glowing rock that appears to put off a tiny bit of heat as well as lighting everything in a warm yellow glow. And when I say massive, they're probably 15 feet wide, 15 feet in diameter, and they're hanging or they're floating above you about 60 feet up.
Would I know what they are? Arcana check?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Well, no, what the fuck are they?
Well, Elgar, they are.
They are what are known as hearth runestones, essentially. And what they are is they're giant stone spheres that have been enchanted to both float and put off light and heat. But they call them hearth runestones.
So I explained that they're hearth rune stones, and they're a very economical way for mages to heat and light the building without having to pay, for additional heating supplies and whatnot.
Oh, environmentally friendly as well.
Yeah, I figure you'd probably be into that.
Yeah, leave the trees alone.
All right, let's keep on going in.
And you do notice, Elgar, that the majority of almost everything in this place is made of stone or metal in some way, shape, or form. There's very little pieces of wood here, but everything, even if you were to take off your sandals, the stone underneath you would be somewhat warm. It almost gives off its own warmth. But as soon as you enter into a large foyer that has a circular desk sitting right at the front. There are 3 female elves who are all dressed in some fairly regal clothing, not regal specifically. That's not hasn't have heraldry or anything, but it's definitely fine level clothing. It's very, very exceptionally made.
Okay, I want to go up to the desk, and I'll say, good afternoon, ladies. I'm here because I have a magical artifact that I need identification on. I am from the Slayers Guild. These are my compatriots here. And I was wondering if you might be able to direct me where I should go.
They look at you and they say, absolutely. You go up to the 6th floor, and you're looking for Professor Rotterdale.
Rotterdale. All right.
Oh, Rotterdale. He taught me my potions in economics class.
2 natural subjects.
That go well together.
Yes.
I know quite a bit about potions and economics, actually. Yes.
Oh yes, you are an expert at bartering.
All right. Is there any sort of a magical lift that we can take, or do we have to go up the stairs?
She points you in a direction, and there is a circular staircase that seems to go up for a very long time.
Well, it's okay, guys. I can teleport us there. I start doing that, and then nothing happens, and I throw ball bearings, and I just run towards the staircase.
You can't though. You're tied to Elgar. You're just gonna
I
get.
feel
yoinked.
the mild tug of the rope.
I run and then just kind of get jolted back with the rope and fall over.
All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to walk. Come on, guys.
Walk, you say?
Or cartwheel, I guess. I don't know. You could try to cartwheel up the stairs if you really wanted, Elgar.
Try, you say?
Oh,
You
no.
cartwheel about a floor before you get exhausted. Like cartwheeling upstairs is not. It's like trying to run up a sand hill.
It's also not a thing. I don't think you could I don't believe you could cartwheel upstairs.
Well,
If
roll
it's
for
a
it.
circular staircase and it's wide enough, if the circumference is wide enough, I think you could do it, because stairs in a circular staircase, or spiral staircase, they start off small next to the center column that they're joined to, and then they get wider as they go along out. So technically speaking, the surface area, as long as he kept to the outside of the circular staircase, he would be fine if the circular staircase is large enough. And in this case, the circular staircase has a diameter of 10 feet.
I swear to God, if you say circular staircase one more time.
Hey,
Cartwheel up the steps.
spiral staircase, circular staircase.
What sort of
Just
shape?
one more.
What sort of shape would you say the staircase is? Actually?
It's a spiral, circular spiral staircase.
Okay. If I were to search
I think
for
this girl
watermelon,
is drunk here trying to go up the staircase. I don't think this is still a thing. But anyways.
After the first floor, I start walking normal.
Alright.
I found
Up the stair. Is there any artwork as we go
there
up the
is
staircase?
artwork. There are no walls, but there are paintings that seem to be sorting themselves in a way. Or from what you can tell, you can't really tell if anyone's controlling them, but there are giant paintings and tapestries that have been rolled up. But the paintings themselves are framed and they're moving along, and they appear to be battle scenes and specific parts of history of this continent.
Very nice.
Anything that catches my eye historically.
Make a history check. Oh wait, I need to mute this one.
420. Only Garrett.
No, not that you know of. Whatever history is being depicted here, you are unfamiliar with it.
I know what history this is.
It's within history.
You're not really sure either. Oh,
This is some sort of olden times before this time. It's in the past.
Linnea, you can tell that these are specific scenes from the lore and mythos of the creation of this planet as a whole.
And I'm going to relay that to the rest of the group. This artwork is about creationism. Is it true? Is it like religious creationism though?
It's not religious creationism. It is planar creationism. So why this
How do we
plane
know
and
that?
planet exists? That's a... Why is there a fat dog?
Elphicus, get your book about planar stuff.
Oh, he does have a book about planar.
What I
No,
do?
that's true.
What are you doing right
From
now?
the librarian, yeah.
Why is he playing his own stream of us?
He's inceptioning.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it keeps going on. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
You really did.
I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, someone clip that. Please, someone clip that. I really
caught what I
hope
was
that
looking at.
someone needs to clip that for real. That was
I can't lie to you.
Oh no. Oh
oh.
no, Jenkins.
Do you always look at fat dogs?
He always no. He always does. Whenever we cast, we'll just be sitting next to me, and he'll put on a compilation of like chonky animals and just be
Oh,
like,
it's
"Look,
different
Moxie,
things.
it's so funny," and I'll be like, "This is really funny, but what?"
It's different things usually.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. I was like, I don't know what's happening, and apparently neither did you.
Shit. Alright, keep playing.
I'm gonna make that a highlight as soon as someone clips it. I'm gonna make that a highlight for sure.
Oh.
So that way it doesn't go away ever.
That's great.
Are you pulling out your planar book?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just crank her out and see what's going on with that little thing. I didn't even know I had a book.
You should write that down. That you have a book.
Where did Okay, planar book. Where did I get it from?
The librarian
Which one?
in the dungeon.
The one who was looking at porn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that dirty bird. How much does a planar book weigh?
A negligible amount.
Can it weigh negative?
0.
Okay.
Why would it weigh negative?
How?
How?
So I can have more ball bearings. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna look at it.
All right. So you're searching through for this specific moment, and you're looking for it, and it does actually show the material plane and a timeline. And the sources for this book are actually a specific reference to. I need you to make a religion check, Linnea, and everyone who's here, essentially.
You got it, Chief. Oh, religion.
Oh, I don't know what religion this is from.
And
All I
it's
know is
just,
the
and
religion of
it's
Kris
not.
Kringle.
You're not here, Mokuman.
That's why he's making a perception check and not a religion
Oh, okay.
check.
He's making
Known
sure
as
that
a-
his inseam is correct.
He
not
no,
his
he
new-
just wants to. He
suit or
just wanted to make sure that he fit. He's doing something, and it's not so much that it's religious creationism. It's the fact that this plane of existence came into being at the same time as a specific deity that has an actual physical manifestations within this plane of existence.
Interesting.
And they coincide together as if that's God's creation and this plane of existence, this version of the material plane exists at the exact same moment. And they get the source of information from a god of time and basically god of space-time, essentially.
So Doctor Who. Got it.
Essentially. It's sort of like they call him the chronicler. That's all he's known by, is that he basically chronicles everything and then relays that information to specific beings within each plane of existence. As to if they have a question and they have the ability, or if they're a cleric of him, they can actually just ask him a question and he will answer that. That's where most information from this kind of book comes from.
Okay. Interesting.
So it's not so much as our perception of religious creationism. It's the fact that in this universe, it is
chroniclers
fact that this actually happened, and it coincides with a specific deity's creation at the same time as this.
So
this
the
specific universe.
chronicler's a god,
Yes, the chronicler is a deity.
and he was writing down, or he was giving the answers that were written down in the book.
Yes, over time. Yeah,
Okay, I
the
see.
references are specific questions from clerics of the knowledge domain. So the chronicler would be considered a knowledge domain god. So when you choose a cleric, you choose a domain, whether it's death, life, light, nature, that kind of thing. You choose knowledge, and you can actually have him as your patron deity. So that deity actually gives you power, and therefore you can communicate with him at a specific power level. And that's how all that. And your book has specific references to clerics over a certain amount of time that have asked about specific planes of existence.
I see.
You
What
get
did we find out from this book again? What was the why were we
Well,
looking
just
at this?
about, it was just about what these paintings were and like how we know this information. Basically, it was just.
Oh,
That's all. Let's go find this Dr. Rothdale. Rotterdam. Rotterdale, I don't know.
Rotterdale.
What's his name again? Rotterdale.
Rothschild, I think.
So you guys make your way up to the 4th floor. You reach the 4th floor, and the smell of, for lack of a better,
Cinnamon buns.
no, ozone.
Ood. I don't like the smell of ood.
Yeah, the second that you come up, ozone hits your face, as if there's many experiments going on and things like that. There's a long hallway in front of you. The floor is marble, and the walls are made of some stone. You're not really sure what it is, but you make your way down, and on one of them, it has basically each of these rooms is a laboratory of some sort where they are conducting experiments. And each of them has 2 or 3 placards, up to 4 or 5 placards, depending on how big the laboratory is. That each of them have a name of a bunch of doctors, physicists, alchemists, professors. It just really depends on what study they're doing and what experiments they're conducting. Eventually, about 6 or 7 rooms down, you find the placard of Rotterdale.
All right, I knock and ask, "Hello, is anybody there?"
You hear from, you're not really sure where, but you hear the crackly voice of someone, sounds sort of like they're coming from a loudspeaker that says, yes, I'm sort of busy. What do you need?
Hello, I'm here with my friends, and we have a special magical artifact that is of utmost importance and time sensitive that could potentially destroy the world, and we thought that possibly you might have some ideas as to what it is. And yeah, I'd really appreciate if you could make some time for us. I'm sorry, I know we don't have an appointment.
As soon as you finish your statement, the door swings open, and a man dressed in a heavy leather apron with black leather gloves that go all the way up to his shoulders, and they're actually fitted onto a harness onto the actual apron itself. And he has a full face mask that is apparently made of some sort of polished steel, and it has some red lens goggles on it. He flips the visor up, and it's a dark-skinned human that has no facial hair whatsoever. He actually has no hair on his face at all, no eyebrows, no nothing. He's got no hair on his face at all, and he looks at you, and his eyes are bright blue, and he looks at you, and he says, "Well, I heard destructive artifact, and I'm here. What do we need? What do we got? Well, let's go. Come inside." And he invites you inside the laboratory.
Okay.
He's a human?
He is a human.
Okay.
You come inside the laboratory, and the smell of ozone is extremely potent in here. And you can see what appears to be... actually make a... I don't know if you would actually make an Arcana check if you are proficient. If you're not proficient, don't do it.
Arcana.
Oh, wait, I'm proficient. My character's not useless. Yeah, I'm more useful.
Ah!
As you're looking around the laboratory, you notice that there are what we would perceive as Tesla coils, but you know that they are arcane channeling pistons, or pillars. They're pillars of arcane energy channeling. So basically, you can channel a spell into it, and it potentially amplifies said effect, or it's sort of like a microscope or analyzation engine for figuring out what magic items do, how they work, what their nature is, like that kind of thing.
Okay.
How many of these are there?
There are 3 of them.
Uh-oh.
And how big are they?
They're huge.
He's
So-
trying to steal them.
So, could I carry one in my bag? Oh, well. Do we have anything we need to identify? Oh, wait, I guess these crystals.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's hit it up.
So I'll take the sea crystal out of my backpack, and I'll open it up, and I'll say, basically what we've been doing is we've been hunting cultists. They've been opening portals into another plane, which we haven't been able to discern just yet. And then they're leaving behind this like black velvet sort of material that has been just devouring anything it comes in contact with. It gets slowed by light, but like we still can't figure out exactly, what it is. All I know is that they can create portals with it. Don't touch it. Use gloves.
Don't touch it with my hands, or don't touch it... Okay. Are you handing him the little pouch that it comes in?
Yes.
He says, so we need to make sure this doesn't touch anything. Right.
Right.
So he takes it, and he puts the pouch onto the steel table that's near you. It sort of looks like a dissection table of some sort. And he grabs a tool, and he modifies one of the analytic engines with this tool, and you hear it goes from being very quiet in here to a very audible humming noise, so a little just in the background,
Like that.
sort of. And he grabs the pouch, and he sort of empties the crystal into a chamber in the middle of it, and he closes the hatch, and you can see the crystal floating around inside this chamber. And he presses a button, pulls a lever, and the whole thing begins to light up. Lightning and all sorts of electricity happen. And about 30 seconds later, it doesn't ding, but it just shuts off, and the humming sound maintains itself. He goes back in, opens the little hatch, covers the crystal with the leather pouch, hands you back the leather pouch. About 5 minutes later, are you guys doing anything within
I'm
that 5
like
minutes?
looking at everything in his lab because I'm like, oh, this is so cool. What does that do?
So-
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I'm very disinterested in the lab. There's like a door, right, that I can go outside. Is this door still open? Can I just go in and out and kind of?
No, the
kinda
door
wander
closes. The
around?
door closes on its own. Are you gonna try and wander around the laboratory level?
I'm gonna wander around the lab and see if there's
You-
any.
You're tied to Elgar, don't forget.
Elgar, can you come with me? Can we just? I just want to go check for some things.
No.
What do you mean no? Just no?
Does he have a? Is there a bookcase or anything in this lab?
There
Does he have like a
is.
little?
He does have a bookshelf, but it's filled with nothing but what appear to be 3-ring binders full of loose leaf paper.
I want to start rifling through his papers.
Oh, you horrible! What about privacy? I'm just gonna look
He's
for
a-
watermelons. I'm not looking through somebody's private documents.
Use a dagger to cut the rope or something.
He
I'm gonna
looks.
use a dagger to cut the rope.
I can't just speed him shit like that, Gareth.
Uh,
I want him gone.
the professor looks back at you and he says, "Oh, if you look at the third one from the left, that was my really interesting experiment about attempting to change a goblin into an elf, or seeing if we could possibly reincarnate some sort of creature into another species. It's
Ooh.
really interesting. And if you can you read Elvish?
Absolutely can. Yes.
Oh, okay. Some elves can't read Elvish. Who knows? I'm not judging. But check it out. Go ahead and read it. It was really interesting. We had a sort of major breakthrough as soon as, well, let's keep in mind, though, with that being said, all of the people that involved in my experiments were there on their own will and judgment. Just FYI.
Willing subject.
Yes, absolutely. You begin to rifle through the paper as the machine begins to slow down and shut down, and a piece of paper appears directly above the professor, and he grabs it out of the air, and he looks at it. Are you going to look at it, Linnea, or he sort of
Yes.
lays it out on the table? Are you looking at it,
Yeah.
Elficus? What are you doing?
I want to get my hands on that binder, just out of curious, scientific.
You don't
kinda
read Elvish,
sorcery. I do. Intellectual like curiosity, just pure curiosity. Nothing, no other motivation for it. And I just want to grab the binder from Elgar and just see, hey, it's a little too high up there on the shelf. Can you read that to me? I could read it, but I just need you to read that to me.
So did he say there were two binders? One about turning a goblin into an elf, and another one was reincarnating something into a different species, or were they both like the same?
They were both part of the same experiment because one inevitably ended up being intrinsic, right?
Okay.
What is that? What do you mean?
They figured out that you can't have one without the other. In order for someone to change race in that manner, it has to be some sort of divine intervention, or you have to die in order for that to happen. Because there is
So we could
Shouldn't be a problem.
there is a
we
well-known
could help out Ricky with this. Maybe.
What if Jenkins becomes a suicidal goblin? We keep saving him
Can
every
I-
time. What if that's his plan all along?
Can I
Oh,
request
God.
my best friend Elgar? I know that it's very disappointing for you.
Your father.
To let me know how this experiment, how to get this experiment going, how to do this. What do I need to do, or what would somebody hypothetically need to do?
In order to achieve this desired outcome, you would have to find someone with the ability to cast the reincarnate spell. Because in its glory and majesty, you would essentially have to get lucky, and nature would have to deal you a hand that made you into a specific creature. because there's
So
no.
wait a minute, one sec.
Or you would have to find someone powerful enough to cast the wish spell.
What was that wish spell?
Need like a deva or something like that.
Okay, that's fascinating stuff. It's fascinating stuff. We'll go ahead and move on now, so you forget that ever happened. Oh, excited! I'm jittery. Excited.
I'm taking notes on all the stuff that, as a conclusion and footnotes. I'm just gonna copy.
It's got a little suicidal gobbo now.
Hey, actually, one second. Never mind.
Like he wasn't before.
I mean, yeah, but now he has more purpose to do it.
And
Wish is the mightiest spell a mortal creature can cast.
All right, metagaming. Chill out.
I can't do that. I can't look things up.
Well, no,
Urge does
here's
it
the
all
thing:
time.
is you're currently in a place where all of this information would be more or less readily available.
Okay.
Because you're in a place that is just full of wizards and all other spellcasters. This is a
I
building.
see.
So your researcher trait and feature specifically works extremely well in this instance because you're in a building that has everything, all the information about most things in it.
Okay, it's out of character. Okay, so I can't just Google it and know it because my character wouldn't necessarily.
That's and you now understand the concept of meta is what you know as a person, and the difference between what you know as a person and what your character
I
knows.
see,
Just
I
because
see.
you know that as Jenkins doesn't mean that Elficus knows anything. You get what I mean?
Okay, I thought metagaming was when if we talk to each other and we couldn't talk to each other and things like that. So
No.
it's
That is
anything...
metagaming too. Like
No,
a
I know,
bit.
but that's like a subset of it, not the whole thing.
Yes. That's
Like-
metagaming. Is the difference between what your player knows and what your character knows.
I see. Okay.
So that's the huge difference between that.
So I'm gonna think. Oh, I know somebody that knows Wish is the mightiest spell that a mortal
well, no,
creature
but
can
that's
cast.
the thing is your feature of researcher.
You could look it up right now.
You
too.
could look
like,
it up.
You're in an
Your
area.
character would know someone. Your character would know someone that knows that. That feature specifically is a perfect representation of what is available to your character at the current moment.
That's a convenient skill for noobs, actually.
It is, and it justifies. It also justifies the difference between the ability to ask questions is the biggest thing. Is would I have the ability to know that, or am I in a place where I could use researcher to find information, right? Where this would be the separation of your character has this book, or you and Gareth have this book that has a bunch of information that you don't understand. You as a researcher would understand that, I just need to go to this level to see if I could find someone that can tell me said information.
Can I find somebody that can cast Wish in this institution, this mighty sorcery institution?
Go ahead and make a history check for me, please. Gareth, you can make Gareth, you can make one as well, because you're reading the information.
Come on, Gareth. Oh,
The likelihood of a person that has the ability to cast Wish existing currently is very low.
just period.
But just as a whole, Wish is
Oh.
a spell that is specifically available to only a specific set of classes, and then finding a person of that class that is high enough power level to cast that spell is very low, because a person that is that level is legendary. They would absolutely be like a hero of everyone, of all the good people, or if it's an evil character, they would be like the biggest villain ever. Because in metagaming, they would have to be, I believe you have to be level 18 in order to cast Wish. So it would be someone that you would all know, and the likelihood that they're just chilling out in a research institute is probably very low. If at zero, basically, it wouldn't exist at all.
Okay. That's too bad. I'm gonna have to die.
Well, we'll need to find someone who can cast reincarnation first, if you wanna.
And if you were to,
But that's
more common.
if you were
That
to,
is more
if
common.
it is actually not as
Really?
common. No, because only
thought it was more
druids,
common.
only druids can cast reincarnate. They're the only class in the game that can cast reincarnate. So you have
Well,
to.
thanks, Thunor, for just fucking off on us.
You-
I could really use that.
He wasn't a druid.
He wasn't a druid.
I thought you were doing.
He's an arcane archer.
Arcane Archer.
Oh,
There was some
right.
like plant themed
Yeah.
arrow bundles I got. I had like some minor druid-ish things.
I believe
It
that
was
there
not-
are that you can go specific classes that can cast reincarnate. I think life clerics might be able to, but it's relative to reincarnate is a spell only available to a specific set of people, and
Would it work if we found a scroll of reincarnation?
you have to be able to cast reincarnate to begin with. In order to
Okay, you can't
use a
use a scroll.
scroll, you have to be able to cast that spell to begin with. So
Okay.
it has to be on your spell list. For example, a bard, a lore bard, can cast any spell from any class. So if you could find a bard of lore that's high enough level to cast a reincarnate spell, you might be able to do that, but you'd have to find a scroll as well.
Got it. Got it.
Well, it's all just hypothetical anyway, so it's not.
But this is the difference, is that your character might know. So if you can find a druid, you might be able to be reincarnated. But then again, you'd have to die. And I'm just telling you right now, as a GM, I'm not going to let you willingly die.
It's gonna get us all
Right,
killed
misses.
now. Ah.
And
Jenkins.
reincarnate, you have to be resurrected within 10 minutes, I think. There's like there's a rule about reincarnate that you have to be resurrected within a specific amount of time. Yeah, 10 days.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have to willingly die. I'm pretty good at dying in the first place, so no problems there.
All right.
But-
So what did
and-
we find out from the?
So hold on. The only reason I say that is because your character genuinely believes that you're an elf, right? And the fact that your character would have to
because I am an elf.
exactly, your character would have to contradict his nature at its core in order to be able to commit suicide to become a different race, right?
Well-
like essentially,
It's
that's
like,
what you would be
okay,
doing.
see, to me, it's like, well, okay, I shouldn't. I guess I shouldn't reveal my character's inner thinkings or whatever. But I'm thinking it's like there are battling elements of the psyche. It's like
Oh, absolutely. I'm
there-
not. I would
there's a
never
part-
say
there's a
that.
part that believes it and there's a part that knows. That's kind of where I'm at. Is that the part that believes it is 100%, and there's no, because I am. That's what I am.
Mhm.
So,
Absolutely. And I believe, honestly, that if we came to that conclusion, then it would take an absolutely incredible force of will or lack thereof in order for your character to willingly do this. You get what I mean? It would
Okay.
take like something crazy for your character to
that
even.
can happen. That can happen.
I-
You've had
I-
some
I'm
good-
not saying
like
it.
tripping on frog goop, right?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Suddenly, who's my best friend now?
I definitely would say that it would be a major event to have this happen to begin with. If you get what I mean. You have to get where I'm coming from, that as a DM I want you to have fun. And if that's what your character wants, that's what your character wants.
We'll see.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. How does that sound? So the paper appears in front of his head, and he grabs it in front of himself, and he lays it out on the table, and he looks at it, and it's in a language that you don't understand.
Okay.
And he looks at you. He goes, "Can you read this?"
Can I read it?
No, it's talking to Linnea specifically. You two are looking
Oh.
over the reincarnation book right now.
I don't believe I can. I don't know what language this is.
I can't either.
Do we know anyone here at the college that's known for linguistics?
I believe we do. Follow me,
Well-
and we're on it. We're off. And I assume at this point that Elficus and Elgar are actually like in a lower level, attempting to find out information about spells and all the references. Because if I don't know if you guys have ever read a scientific journal yourselves.
We're in the glossary. We're looking up
Not-
reference
not
points.
very
We're looking.
But in real life, scientific journals are out of control when it comes to like references and everything that you have to understand in order to be able to understand a scientific journal to begin
Oh yeah,
with.
there's like 100 to 1,000 references at the bottom.
Exactly. So
It's ridiculous.
that's what you guys are doing is you guys are exclusively looking through this, trying to find specific references to spells and all sorts of stuff. So you're running all over this institute trying to figure out.
And I have to read everything out to him because he can't read.
Exactly. but that's
I
What a
know.
good dad.
I just my brain hurts.
It always hurts.
But you guys do actually you are able to find all that the metadata the meta information that I just gave you. That is what you do basically all day. Is you're researching into this specific scientific journal trying to figure out what they mean by all these things and how you figure out the reincarnate spell, that wish is a spell, that finding a spellcaster for wish specifically is probably impossible because it references like a specific set of heroes that either have been dead for 100 years or that are currently living but they're off potentially in another plane of existence fighting a world-ending boss of some sort. So that's where you guys are at. And then Mogamak is getting fitted for his plate mail.
I want to do a little bit of shot mean too. I'll just send you a list.
Okay, just
but
send me on
the
Discord
one
what you
thing I
want.
need- the one thing to ask is how much would I sell my chainmail +1 for, and I'll keep the breastplate, I guess. But how much would the chainmail +1 sell for?
Standard +1 items generally go for a standard rate of 800 gold.
Like no matter what +1.
If
they
you
are.
purchase them, yes. Just because of enchantment materials and things like that. The amount of cost for most mundane items like a chain shirt is fairly low, right?
But I mean, like a plate mail +1 is obviously far more valuable than a chainmail.
Oh, by far. That's why I said the standard pricing. But
Do you mean 800 gold extra?
yes, 800 gold on top of whatever they cost to make.
What a normal chainmail would cost? Okay.
Yes. But if you're trying to sell your chainmail, it generally speaking is a 40%. They will pay you 40% of what its value is, standard value. If you would like to persuade to try and get more out of it, then you're more than welcome.
Okay. I'll leave it with Captain Benedict with the group, and then I don't know, take his money or something. Does that sound like a reasonable thing? I mean,
Yeah.
it's our guild. Like it would make sense to keep the armor in the family. You know what I mean? And, like leave it up for a loan or something. That would make sense to have like a weapon store.
Absolutely.
for a
And
group.
they've requested in chat that you could turn up your microphone or get closer or something.
I'll just talk louder. Okay. Sounds good. I'll look at the prices and I'll message you.
If you don't mind doing some calculations for me, I would appreciate it. Just some background stuff, so you're not just sitting there doing nothing. Elficus, you are also able to find a book on whatever language you would like to learn, and we will talk about It depends on the language, but we will talk about what that means off stream, so that you understand what your character is doing.
Okay.
Same with you, Elgar, if there's anything that you'd like to look into as well. And Moxie, or Linnea, if you'd like to look into something, potentially learning a new skill, that kind of thing, we can discuss it afterward.
Oh, how much is the plate mail going to send me back?
The plate mail is going to
Normal
set,
price. I think it's like 1500.
I think it's 1,000 for plate
I
mail.
think it's 1,500. Pretty sure.
Plate. Plate is 1,500 gold. Yeah, 1,500 gold.
Okay.
What if there's anywhere that I could get some catnip?
I have catnip in my kit.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need
For
catnip.
my cat.
I need
Not
catnip.
your cat. For
We'll see
Asmodean.
about that. We'll see about that. The cat loves me.
Loves me more.
Oh, the cat's gonna come crawling back when I bring out the cat.
The
So-
battle for the cat.
So Linnea and the professor are going to find a linguistics professor or doctor of some sort, correct?
Henry Higgins, let's go.
So you make your way down 2 more levels to the 2nd level. You are on the 4th floor. You make your way down to the 2nd floor. On this floor is basically an enormous library. The floors here stretch. The books on the cabinets here, or bookshelves, stretch from floor to ceiling. The ceiling is 18 feet tall.
Holy shit. It's a big library.
The books are all in different sizes, and they are organized by both size and sort of the Dewey Decimal Number system that they have specifically for this. And if you head to the language section, they have about 3,000 books that are dedicated to each language. There are some that are smaller that are, here's the basics of a language, so you can attempt to communicate in foreign lands or with a character or a person that you don't understand. Then there are books that are mannerisms, colloquialisms. What are those? What are those like phrases called?
Customs, phrases.
There's a word for a phrase that only works in a specific language. I can't remember what it's called.
Well, we know what you mean.
Yeah,
Like the ones that
Euphemism?
rhyme.
euphemisms,
That's it.
because they only work like English versus
Thanks, Safari Fred.
English versus Vietnamese. Everyone has their specific euphemisms that only work in that language that don't translate. So, if you head towards the language section, there is a man sitting at a desk with one of those enormous books.
What's he look like?
He is a half-orc, but he is small for a half-orc. He's around 6 feet tall, but he appears to be absolutely shredded. This guy is more muscular than Mogomak. Like,
Whoa!
I don't believe it.
idiom. Idiom is what I was looking for. That's Safari
Yeah,
Fred.
oh.
Safari Fred got it regardless, but idiom is what I'm looking for.
Who's Safari Fred?
That's
Euphemism
why I
is
made
like-
him a mod, okay?
It's like that euphemism's like feminine hygiene. That's like a euphemism.
True.
That's a euphemism.
Okay. Just what a euphemism to pick.
Or like collateral damage. That's like a political one.
Okay. So you find this. He's a half orc, and he is well groomed. He has a ponytail that is well maintained. He appears to have some sort of hair gel in to keep everything under control. His hair is long and black, and he has one huge tusk coming out from the left side of his mouth, and he has a very well-trimmed beard and mustache, and he appears to have no tusk on the right side of his mouth, but he has a massive tusk on the left side, like a normal standard orc or even troll tusk that comes out.
Okay. I'm down to go talk to him.
And he has a deep blue skin.
All right. Let's go bring him the paper and ask him if he understands the language.
So the professor takes the paper and he slams it on the desk in front of him and goes, "Sir, I require your translation skills for this analysis paper." And he looks up at him and he goes, "I don't do translation work anymore."
All right. I'm gonna butter him up. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
what are you saying?
All right. So I'm gonna say, please, we've really heard that you are the only person who can help us with this particular problem. We're trying to save the world. If you would do this for us, this would mean so very much to us because it's a huge problem. You could be saving the world by reading this translation for us. Don't think of it as a translation. Think of it as a puzzle. Think of it as, this problem that just needs to be solved, and by doing it, you'd be helping all of the world. I'm gonna bat my eyelashes and be kind of
Make a persuasion check for
girly.
me, please.
Here goes nothing. Ho-ho!
He looks at you and he says, "Oh, so you want me to view this as a challenge?
Yes, please.
Show me that paper." And he grabs the paper from the professor and he looks at it and he goes, "I can't read this.
Feck.
What is this?" And you're looking at the language itself, And as you're looking at the paper, and he says, "Look at it really close," and he puts it on the thing, and he pulls down one of those smaller version of the Hearth runestones, and he puts it really close. And as you're looking at it, the ink on the paper is actually moving. It's undulating and pulsing in a very specific manner. And each of the inscriptions and characters on this, it doesn't move in a way that Mouse shapes it or misforms it. It just, within each character, each of them appears to be some sort of small tendril or tentacle that moves on its own, and the whole language itself is a large, flourishing character is every specific reference in this thing, and it appears to be written in a language that even the linguistics master doesn't understand.
I've never seen anything like this. Do you guys have any idea what we should do?
Neither have I, but I believe this reference is languaged in a book that I believe we require the help. Oh, and he sort of shivers in a way as he looks at you. I believe we need to find a beholder to read this to us.
Oh. Should we go get the Mogamak? If we're gonna go find ourselves a beholder, is there a beholder at this college?
We have not had the employment of a beholder in many years. They sort of left. I don't know where they went, but there has to be rumors or location of one nearby.
Do you have a department of arcane people and creatures that might have an idea?
They might have a directory of some sort. I don't know. But I will leave you with the professor to find at least a mention. There has to be a mention somewhere. I wish
Okay,
you
well-
luck. And, Professor, keep me informed. I would love to know this language.
Alright, I want to thank him, and I'm going to turn back to the professor and be like, where do we need to go now? Because a beholder is not something that I enjoy spending time around. But,
I don't know. I'm at a loss. But I believe I might know someone. And he grabs a paper and he hands it to you. He says, "You keep this."
okay.
Actually, you know what? He turns away from you, and you start heading down another hallway. And he goes, "We're going to go to the craftsman's quarter, and we're going to get a scroll case made for that, specifically. We're not...
Okay.
That is a relic, almost an artifact in and of itself, as far as I know. And also, we should get some protective measures. How many of those crystals do you have total?"
I have one. I don't know. I'm going to look at the other two. Do you guys have any?
They
other
are
crystals?
not currently with you. They are
Oh,
they
they're
are
still
researching.
back
They are
with
all over the place right now. They're still researching
Oh.
for a bit.
All I know is of this one. I don't know if any of my companions have found any. I also
Well-
don't know if we'll find more.
We'll get a handful of enclosures made for those crystals because
Okay.
as if there's volatile as you say, we should probably store one somewhere safe as well.
Okay.
Probably here. I would be willing to hold on to it because I have the proper means to make sure no one can get a hold of it via my... I wouldn't call it supreme spellcasting, but I am a fairly decent level.
Okay. Let's do it.
Right. So, you guys make it, you and the professor make it to the crafting quarter, and there's a bunch of very skilled craftsmen making scroll cases and refurbishing books and what is it called? Reframing paintings and putting new paintings into frames and repairing things and all sorts of stuff. He walks in and he says, we need a case made for this small piece of parchment." And the man looks at you, takes measurements of your little note, and says, "Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. I will have it made for you." And it's a dwarf, and he looks immaculate. He's got gold rings in his beard. He looks amazing.
I don't need to leave the note with him, do I?
No. Come
Okay,
back
take
tomorrow.
that with me.
And
What about the seed gem? I don't feel comfortable leaving the sea
No,
gem.
don't leave that with me. I don't need much. I understand how it works, and
Okay.
it just needs to float in a box. Got it.
Okay. I guess go back to the lab where Elphicus and Elgar are and tell them what we found out.
Hold on.
Oh, the music stopped.
Oh, it did. Oh,
I was like,
because-
it's so quiet.
I know.
It's
That's
so
my
quiet.
fault. I didn't put it on repeat because I found.
I'm researching.
I found one called I found one called Antiquarian Study,
Ooh,
and I believe it fits extremely well. So
excellent.
you guys are getting those things crafted, and eventually you make your way back, and Elgar and Elphicus have finished looking up their things. Elphicus, if you would like to purchase the basic or the book on that language, whatever language it is, I don't really care. Actually, will you message me what language it is?
I'll message it to you. Yeah. I don't want my squad to know.
It's common.
I want to turn to Elgar and tell him about the Beholder, because I feel like he might know what those are. And he can
Beholder?
also be horrified, like I am. Do you not know what Beholder is?
Yeah, Purge, that looks good, by the way.
I don't believe I do. I mean, beholders usually live like in the Underdark, right?
Yeah.
Beholders are a sort of, from my understanding and my honest opinion about it, I believe that beholders can live anywhere that they want because
Okay.
they are supremely intelligent. All they have to do is make a home, and they can live wherever they want. Really, when it comes down to it, they just prefer darkness for the most part. Some of them do, and that doesn't really count. That doesn't really count if they are. If there's undead versions, there's all sorts of versions of beholders that are all relative. But a standard beholder can live pretty much wherever he wants. I mean, the most canonical one is Xanathar, and he lives in Waterdeep in the Forgotten Realms. He actually lives in the city. He's actually a part of their economy and a part of their characters. So, beholders are their own personality, and they do whatever they want. So,
Notable beholders. Large Luigi. What a name!
exactly. Beholders are sort of their own characters in and of themselves that don't really follow the standard rules for racials, like elves live in forests and dwarves live underground. Beholders don't have rules when it comes to that.
Wait, how is it notable? Where does it come from?
Oh, there's a
From
lot.
other campaigns.
There's a lot of.
Large Luigi was a beholder rumored to have ascended the spindle on the planet Hakka, famous resident of the Rock of Brawl.
So you have to realize that the lore and nature of Dungeons and Dragons has existed for well over 30 or 40 years. I think it's 40 years right now. I think it's 40 years. So you have to think about 40 years worth of lore being written consistently every single year. There's always new stuff coming out for Dungeons and Dragons. So the notable beholders are everywhere. So every creature can be notable. It just depends on what universe they're from. So,
Xanathar, Thieves Guild.
yep.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Xanathar,
Stillwater.
well, he has a whole book. He has his own D&D book. Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Yep. I've had to fight beholders.
Beholders are no
campaigns.
joke. But
It's not fun.
eventually, are you going to grab Elgar and Elphicus?
Yeah, I want to tell them what I found out, and I'm gonna hope that the professor might have some idea where we can start our search in finding a beholder. Because of-
And you guys make your way around, and it's about this time that it begins to be early or late evening, and the school has begun to close as soon as you guys begin to make your way to search for someone who knows where a beholder is. Mogamak, you have finished with your fitting and your shopping that you have done.
Sick.
And Elphicus, a standard book for that language is going to cost you 300 gold.
I will pay it.
What? You're not resisting?
No.
that's how bad he wants it.
Okay. I'll put it in my inventory. Can my comrades see my inventory?
I believe that I have removed the ability to see other people's characters at this point. Oh, I didn't mean to
Oh.
show to players. Never mind.
Ha!
I did that on Elgar. I didn't mean to do that. Can you guys check your journals to see if you can see each other for me, please?
Oh, wait.
I
Don't
see
check.
Thunor only.
Thunor of Trapol,
Hold
our
up.
greatest failure in protecting him.
There we go. Now no one can see Thunor.
Oh no, I thought only I could see it the whole time.
You're not allowed to see Thunor anymore.
No.
He's mine now.
Put an F in chat for Thunor, guys.
Yeah.
We'll never know what Trapol is.
But can you guys see each other's character sheets or no?
No.
No.
No,
I
just
can see
mine.
my characters.
Okay, good. So,
I can see Elificus.
Elificus, what?
Yeah, because he spelled his name wrong.
That's right. So, what the heck? You can make a different chat window? Oh my gosh, you can make a window just for chat. I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's what I did.
that.
Yeah.
Well, that. Okay, that just changed everything for me. Okay, now I have to redo the stream because that just makes the stream a lot easier for me to set up next time. I didn't know that, so that's sick. All right.
No, you don't need 6 monitors.
Oh, I still need 3. I still need 3 to make it reasonable. If I could get 4, that would be it'd be so good.
Man, here I am living a 2-monitor life, and over there.
So, the library or the research institute / magic school has begun to close its doors. Everyone has begun to push their way forward to the entrance. As soon as you guys begin to make your way to a sort of monster directory that's what you think it is, you are pushed out of the research institute. Mogamak, I assume that you're hanging out at the Slayers Guild. Are you doing anything else?
I'm admiring my beautiful plate mail, which I'm going to wear for approximately 24 hours, just because it's all fresh and feels.
Get it.
Excited about it.
You're gonna do exercises and things to make sure you break it in correctly, and
Oh yeah, just gonna do like air punches and stuff, and do some test swings, see if it all feels.
Can you
I'm
describe to
real
me-
excited.
Rocky montage.
what style is your plate mail? Is it lamellar? Is it the what does it look like?
It looks like plate mail.
That doesn't say
I don't
anything
know.
to me because when you think about it, right? You have Germanic plate mail that had the really big swoops and all sorts of fleur de lis and all sorts of things on it. You have the Japanese style plate mail, which is lamellar.
Google it.
The lamellar plate mail is the Japanese samurai style plate mail where they had ceramic plates on it, and that's how they protected themselves. And you have the French plate mail, which involved lots of canvas and all sorts of other things like that. You
I'm
have
gonna have to get back to you after doing some research.
You have
apparently.
my personal
but
favorite style of plate mail is the Chaos Warhammer plate mail, where you're just an enormous dude that just has massive plate mail, and you have a big fur collar with a cape on it. Or you could do the Empire style of plate mail, where they have
Like a stormtrooper.
yeah. Oh no! If you Google Chaos Warrior from Warhammer Fantasy, that's my favorite kind.
Just like metal plate mail, like medieval style, like covers my whole body. My character has experience fighting in it, so he hasn't had his own set before that he's been able to use, especially not one that's new. So
Oh yeah,
super- super
plate mail
jacked.
is super rare,
It's
realistically.
been a long time since I got to try any on, and excited to finally own a pair. I feel very rich right now, basically.
Oh, I would too, man. It's good.
It's gonna hurt the first time you get a dent in that plate mail. I'm just gonna warn you
true.
right now. You're gonna cry like a little bitch.
Just buy a plunger. Buy
There
a
you
plunger
go.
now. We're in town, and you can just
Plungers
Sponge
exist.
stuff.
Sure
course
they
they
do.
I mean, it's basic
Do they?
physics. As
Don't
long
we just
as
shit in
long
holes
as
most of the time? I don't know.
It's a
Just
suction
toilet
cup.
There's pipes. There's pipes in this
paper?
universe.
Isn't it more just like a chute to the street or something?
no, actually, the capital specifically does have plumbing. The capital has plumbing,
Okay.
but that's only because it's been
Thunor's just been-
engineered to do that. Thunor.
Sorry, Mogamak's just been pooping in the streets here, thinking that's normal.
I didn't know.
He's got like a little what is it? What a chamber pot? He's just been dumping out the window.
We need to buy some diapers for Alphacus, by the way.
Excuse me? You're gonna need some diapers after that comment.
You didn't hear me say
Oh my
that.
god.
He's getting
So-
prestidigitated
What
with
are
the diarrheas again.
what are Linnea, Elgar, and Elphicus? What are you doing?
Well, I'm guessing that the professor isn't able to help us right now, yeah? He's gone home now, and we'll just reconvene tomorrow? Because he said he was gonna help us with the beholder, trying to fight a beholder, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he still there, or is that put a pin in it for tomorrow?
Put a pin in for tomorrow. Is
Okay.
the closing of the institute has hampered your investigation for the time being.
So I want to go meet back up with Mogomac and tell him, A, that I just met someone who's way stronger than, because that'll really grind his gears, and then B, tell him what we found out.
I don't really believe you. He's
Well,
probably not stronger than me.
he's much more jacked than you are, that's for sure.
That's number 2.
I'd have to see it.
If
You
Mogamax-
probably don't. Probably just say that because you're a weak little one yourself. So
And number
Wow.
Wow. Don't say that to my friend.
is Jenkins there, or is Elphicus there?
All of them should be with us.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up my magnifying glass and I'm gonna peer down at him and be like, "Did you say something?"
You're gonna burn him like an ant if you
No, I'm just looking at him.
It was daytime.
Are you trying to look
Looking
at
at
your
him.
Are you trying to look at your penis, Mogamac? Is that what you're looking at?
I mean, if that's what you want to call yourself, sure, man.
Wow, that was brutal. I'm gonna count that as at least 2 snide comments. That was.
Come on, I get a snide comment at least. Can I get a 0.5? Can I roll for a snide comment?
So what did you guys find out?
So we found out that this particular artifact, we still don't know where it's from. The words that appear on the paper that we got for a description or whatnot after our research, they're fluid. They change. They're like tendrils. They're constantly. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Elgar.
Are you talking about the seeds?
Yeah, about the seeds. We tried to find out information about them. And then also, apparently we need to find a beholder who might understand the language. Which
What's
would
a
make sense
beholder,
considering
like
we've seen...
like an old guy.
No...
Make a history check to see if you know what a beholder is, or an arcana check, even though you're not proficient, Mogomac. No, you don't know what a beholder is.
I do, though. Can I...
Yes, you
tell
know. You
him?
can explain to him what a beholder is.
Yeah, so a beholder's like a giant, like, creature that's got a bunch of... That's got one eye and, like, a lot of tentacles. That usually are very knowledgeable. They're not very nice, generally. They're usually of evil disposition.
Not always.
and- Not always, but they're usually. I said usually.
Okay.
Usually. But, yeah, we have to go find one. Which makes sense when you consider the fact that that one guy, right, he sprouted an extra eyeball. In fact, I have a nice little potion I made out of it. And all the tentacles. So it would make sense that we would have to... It would have something to do with beholders. But we have to find them, and they're hard to find.
And in the first tower, the Black Velvet had a tentacle with an eyeball come out
Right,
and
yeah.
peek.
So, do we need to kill the?
No,
Are
we
they
don't need to
bad?
kill it. We need to see if if we can find one that's friendly enough. One thing I've noticed about beholders in the past is sometimes you can make a deal with them. They do have a certain code of morals, if you want to call it. I don't know.
Bartering system.
Yeah, you know, we might have to give him Elphicus' soul or something.
So what are the cultists trying to do? Do you find anything out about that? You asked about like the cultists.
No, because we don't understand what this is. Like, we don't have any more information to go on. As far as we know, there are cultists that just follow whatever this is and wherever it's from. Like, the next step is finding out what cult it is, even.
Okay.
How's your shiny new mail though?
I mean, you can see it. It's beautiful, obviously. This is my son.
Oh, Elficus, you got replaced.
That makes me sad. My
Now
dad
you're just his penis.
Call me the cock.
I'd call him the codpiece. That's just.
What do they
Alright.
wear in hockey? The jock strap.
We have to go back to the college tomorrow, though, to find out more information about where we can find a beholder. And also, they're making us a special scroll case for the note, and also for any more of these seed gems that we find. In fact, guys, do any of you, the rest of you have any of these? Because they really ought to be contained.
Can I just interrupt Lanaya and charm the cat? Frisky or Friskus or whatever the cat's name is.
Asmodean?
Asmodan?
Friskus.
You know, Asmodan is like a god.
Asmodean
As-
is different.
and- Yeah.
Asmodan's
Asmodeus
like
is what it's
the
based
god
off
of like hatred or something.
Yep.
No, Mephisto is the Lord of Hatred.
Okay, who's Asmodan? He's some god. He stinks. He makes
Asmodean
big
is
farts.
the he's the despair.
Oh yeah, god of despair. Your cat's evil, but I'm gonna try to charm it anyway.
Does he
Stay
have to
away from my
concentrate
cat.
or anything when he's doing? What's he using?
My rod of ruling, which I don't have to concentrate
Okay.
because it's a powerful legendary item.
But you have to aim it, right?
No, he could just choose anyone within range.
He's using the legendary item to control my cat because I'm jealous.
No, there's no jealousy.
So
Well,
I want to
your rod
tug on the rope
your
and
rod of rulership has not refreshed itself from this morning. You have to wait until
the same
tomorrow
day.
morning. It is the same day.
Okay. God, it's been a long friggin' day. Let me tell you.
So we have to go. You have to go back to the place tomorrow,
Yes.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys want to do until? You want to just sit around and admire my plate mail?
I could go for that.
You
Honestly,
guys can you can touch it if you want.
is that a euphemism for
I'm
something?
gonna start, I'm gonna start,
Wow.
flexing. Well, you can't see me flexing because my muscles are inside the armor, but you know I'll just like twist my arm a little bit. Anyone want to touch it?
Yeah,
Sure. We
Yeah,
don't
okay.
want to hurt your feelings.
Enthusiastic. Go ahead.
I do want to touch it.
Gave it the poke.
That's
Okay.
that's very plate maily.
I-
It looks
I
like it
rub
will
it.
Where
protect
do you
you
touch
well.
it, Elficus?
In what way do I touch it? Sensually.
Okay, I know.
I'm just trying to feel it as sensually as possible with the tips of my fingers.
You're not
Alright,
scratching with your
All
finger.
right, and then I'm gonna say Elficus, punch the armor.
All right, I
it
wind
as hard
up
as you can.
the absolute greatest possible punch that I can,
And I'm gonna let
And
him
I
punch
just
me. I won't dodge
start
it.
beating away.
No, just one punch.
Okay, just one punch.
Yeah,
I
punch
one
it as
punch
hard as
him. And okay, so I'm gonna use Fury of the Small on this,
you can. Okay.
and I'm gonna do Tides of Chaos to gain an advantage on the attack roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And then he just chaos bolts him anyway.
I've literally never done a melee attack before, so can somebody tell me how to do that?
Hold on. I'll add one to your character sheet real quick.
I have unarmed strike. Is that
yeah,
it?
that's it.
Do I just press it? Advantage roll.
Yep.
+4.
What do you mean +4?
It's got +4 damage because I have Fury of the Small.
Why? Why do you have to figure it? Okay.
He did hit you.
Is it equal to armor class?
Equal-
the
meet or
it,
beat.
right? Roll for damage, bitch.
So it does 9. What's your level? What level are you?
I'm 6.
11 damage to you.
God
Oh.
damn. No, it doesn't. Because I have heavy armor master.
Oh shit! For real?
But I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to gain a 1d4 bonus.
When
to my-
another creature, you can't use it on yourself.
Well, he used the oh shit. Ability. Okay, let's see. No, never mind.
We're so hungry for combat, we're killing each other. we read so many books in the wizard.
He told me to punch him. I'm trying to punch as hard as I can. I'm seeing how good his armor is. Dude, I actually hit hard. 7 damage? Plus 7? I'm strong, man.
He's a strong boy.
Thank you. Finally, the bird says
Why
something
is it
positive
plus
about me.
7 for unarmed strike?
Proficiency plus dexterity.
Okay. Why is he proficient with unarmed strikes?
Everyone is proficient with unarmed strikes.
Goblin, man. Or, elf. It's an elf.
That's a good question.
No, that's
Hold
that's
on.
for the roll though. Why is it? I thought unarmed strikes were way less damage than this.
It's 1 damage plus his dexterity modifier, and then he used Fury of the
Plus-
Small
plus
to add his level, so that makes it 11.
Oh, he adds his level for
Yeah,
Fury
Oh.
Fear of the
oh.
Small is if you hit anyone that's larger than you, you can add once per long rest. You can add your level in damage.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So I take 6 damage. Because it should be 5 plus 11, so it's 8. Okay. 5 plus
Wait,
6.
it might
minus
be
3.
strength modifier. It might be strength modifier. He might actually do no damage to you.
That's the point.
I do see. I have 0. My max damage with unarmed strike will be 0 then.
Yeah, yeah.
Be-
And
I actually could heal you from punching you. If I roll low. Can you roll negative?
So it should be 0 plus Fury of the Small, correct? So he'll do 6, technically,
yeah,
minus 3.
yeah. For him,
So
it's
only take
for
3.
him it's strength, but for Elgar, since he's a monk, it's
Dexterity.
for monk it's dexterity.
Okay,
Or
that's what I thought.
if you choose a different monk class, it's actually wisdom. You can use wisdom instead.
So what should I
Okay.
set my unarmed strike to be then?
Instead of plus dex, it's plus strength.
Oh, okay. All right. Which makes it 2.
You have
Oh.
0. So I thought you had negative strength modifier.
I have -1 strength modifier,
Yeah, so it should be.
which puts me to 8 total.
Yeah, so it's
What do you
plus
mean?
2. Hold on, your unarmed strike should be strength. You are proficient. Damage. You didn't set damage to strength. Yeah, 1 minus 1.
Oh, I do 0 damage.
So it's so sad.
So he did 3 damage to you.
Okay. Ooh, that was a strong punch, little boy. Good job.
How did it feel?
Well, I mean, the initial punch didn't really feel like much. I could barely feel it through the armor, but then I heard that little squeal that you made as you followed through with the punch, and that one smarted.
Man, can you
Yeah.
imagine if Gareth was a goblin? He'd be doing like 60 damage a shot, man.
That'd be incredible.
Goblin monk.
The Fury of the Small with a goblin
be a-
monk. Holy,
A kobold
Damn.
monk? I would like to see a kobold monk.
that'd be amazing. Especially if he had wings. Like if you got a winged kobold.
Yeah.
You can fly and just drop yourself on people. Actually, that's a strat. You make yourself a tortolin or the turtle guys,
Yeah.
and since they weigh so much, you just drop yourself on people as an arm strike.
Isn't that like out of Mario?
Sort of, if you think about it, yeah. Okay. So, I think that's where we'll leave it for today because we're coming up on the end of the stream. And I just have to make a note for myself that you guys are in search of a beholder to the next arc of our adventure. The search for the beholder. Translator. All right. I believe that's where we're going to end it, guys. Thanks for watching. It was super fun.
Next stream is Friday, right?
Next stream is Friday. Yeah, we played. Yeah, we played today because we didn't play last week, and I appreciate that. We are playing again on Friday. So come hang out, say something. If you're just lurking, feel free to say something. If you have a question about D&D, ask. I'm willing to answer any and all questions. And I'm still looking for 2 more subscribers to do a subscriber stream with. I have 2 ready to go, but we need 2 more. If you are subscribed, 1 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Eastern is the time.
Which day are you gonna?
Friday.
with
For
That's
substream.
for us.
For substream, for the sub one shot, I will be playing whatever day that we can. At this point, most of the schedules are open because of the crazy coronavirus nonsense. If you are subscribed to my stream, send me a message on Twitch or on Twitter. My Twitter is at the bottom of the stream, and it will be up as soon as I end this. If you guys are subscribed, if I can get one more person and try and convince one of these people to play with us, you might be able to play with someone that's currently on stream with us, whether it's Moxie or Jenkins or Gareth or Purge, depending if they want to play. You could do a one-shot.
I do have 4 backup characters.
You made 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm still looking for subscribers. If you're subscribed to the channel, you can play in a one-shot with me on the stream, and it will go down in history forever. So let me know if you want to play. Just message me on Twitch or on Twitter. I'll be available. I have it ready to go. We just need to make you a character, get a day in which we can all play, and then we'll stream it. Doesn't really matter to me as long as everyone can agree on it. I would appreciate it if you did have a face cam. If you don't have a face cam, that's fine. We can adjust fire accordingly. Not really a big deal. You don't need a face cam. You just need to be subscribed to the channel. So go ahead and message me, and we will see you guys on Friday. Bye.
Bye-bye.